You're muted, bro.
You're muted.
Muted again.
You're muted like Manchester United season.
Okay. Make or break. Make or break. Mike, that was harsh. Mike, that was below the belt. The cooking session is over, but maybe we can still continue. Make or break. This is our season. So, guys, we're gonna discuss mission. Let's make it happen. We're gonna discuss mission. Revive. Mission. Fluent. Mission. Need to rise, need to live, need to be one with all the phoenixes and the birds of the feathers. So, guys, we're gonna discuss that. I wanted to discuss why this is Hufflepuff season and what, guys. They said this is the biggest game in over 30 years of football. I checked it. I looked and said this is the biggest game in over 30 years of football. Is Chelsea against Dortmund. It's one of the biggest games of all time. Then we have like this small thing of the Bayern against PSG, which is like a little like side piece and so forth, which we'll obviously get into. So Bayern PSG, Benfica against Club Brugge, and Tottenham against Milanese. So guys, this is UCL. So we're going to be talking all USL. So guys, get your UCL captions on. Get your fluent UCL caption because we'll be talking all things UCL and breaking everything down. So guys, remember, like that vid, subscribe if you're new. Mods, you know what it is. You my guys. You guys rely upon. Make sure that the mood is fine. Make sure Indian Silence F is nowhere near this freaking chat. And make sure you get me those likes. Get me those likes. I need those likes, man. And yeah, and please, if you have anything to share for the stream video, feel free to use the super chats function. The super chats and the dubs is what keeps us breathing in yeah. Delta, so nice to see you, man. Delta, how have you been, bro? Where have you been, Delta?
Oh, we're doing great, man. We're doing great.
You can't get ready.
Why do you sound different? Are you married? Do you have a new job? Have you robbed a bank?
We'll keep that aside for now. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, do I actually sound different though?
Yes, you sound different. So I don't know whether it's a microphone or whether it's marriage tax. I don't know whether it's mic tax or wife tax.
It's just a new laptop. That's weird.
Oh wow! Okay. Oh wow! Damn! Yeah. So sounding a little bit of man. Shout out to you, bro.
I feel like LeBron,
Shout out
man.
to you too, Sebastian.
I feel like LeBron.
You feel
Not
like LeBron?
1, not 2, not 3, not
Oh
4,
wow!
not 5,
Not
not
6.
6, but 7. Hey, Jesus!
Oh Lord, man.
What did you make of John Jones yesterday, HH? Do you think
I didn't. No. All I saw was his. Like it's where I am. It's very late for the fights, but I just saw his victory whole thing. Now, was he on drugs or was he not on drugs when he took it? He wasn't on drugs.
But for the people who paid for this, they must be pissed because that main event was finished quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how he just finished the number one guy that quickly.
No.
Right?
No.
Let's keep it football.
All I'm asking is that was he on drugs or was he not on drugs? That's all I want to know. Whether he was on drugs or not.
We hope not.
Well, okay, so guys, look, let's come in first to this whole crap, man. So let me hit my stream marker right now. So
Are we not continuing the barbecue?
we are.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, we are. No, trust me.
Sorry.
We're gonna do UCL first, and then to end things, just like as the desserts will finish off. Trust me, the cooking session will continue.
Cool, because I bought steak and corn.
Barry,
so
bro, come on, because I know DBK is a Liverpool fan. I was there before, so let's do this. So Chelsea against Dortmund. So guys, I'll put it very simply, and I want to just go around your room because I have to meditate on this, and I have to be fully zen and
Wait,
Buddhist on this.
before you begin, why are you dressed like you're in Siberia?
So it's a thing called bills tax, energy bills rising tax, and my heating has gone off tax and so forth. So
you make a lot of money through these dubs, man. You should be fine with the bills,
bro. But right, he who doesn't save ends up poor in a long time. So basically, Barry, I'm saving up. I'm saving up for my holiday. So as of right now, you suffer for the short term. You celebrate in the long term. That's what I say.
That's what Todd Bowley was saying.
Okay,
J2S, is that in Zanza in your AVI?
Okay, let's. Okay, okay, J2S, thank you. We're doing. Okay, so look, see, Chelsea Dortmund, huge, massive game, and Dortmund are one of the most informed teams in the world right now. Dortmund are playing so superb. They're currently tied on points with the Bayern, with only GD separating either of them. They said what's up to Leipzig in the last game. So Dortmund are looking very good. Shout out to your boy Terzic, who came in. I was like, okay, who's this guy? Rookie kind of guy. Boom, boy's coming. And because I always felt that he was going to get sacked. Okay, this is like an interim dude. He's been doing supremely well with Dortmund. So Chelsea are not going to be facing Leeds United on Tuesday. Chelsea will be facing a far better team who are going to be coming to Stamford Bridge full of confidence. Are they going to come? Because Dortmund are going to come in knowing that, wait a minute, we beat these guys 1-0. We are greatly on form. We know the issues these guys are facing. Because Simon Phillips is like a Chelsea writer, and he even said that, and this is after the 1-0 victory, it doesn't look good. So even if Chelsea beats Leeds, Chelsea are still a team that is not full on. Chelsea are so badly out of confidence. They at 1-0 up, you had to bring on substitutions to try to hold a 1-0 lead that you almost lost as well. So that's against a team who are facing relegation. So Chelsea not coming into this game full of confidence, but it's a UCL night. The crowd is going to be crazy. I'm constantly trying to look for a cameraman because I will try to go to Stamford Bridge early to get some interviews. That's how big it is. So I would try and to go to the bridge and just get the feeling of the crew before that game. Because I've got to go to the bridge just for my own zenness. Because last time I went to the bridge, we got the double against Real Madrid. So I'm going to do the same thing. Hopefully it's going through. But Mike, talk to me, bro. 1-0 down. No away goals. So it is what it is. Do you think Chelsea can do this? Here's where I am. Do you feel the nature of it being the Champions League, Chelsea will rise to the occasion, or do you feel this will be strictly football and the more informed team and the more cohesive team will find a way to either win or go away with a draw?
Chelsea must rise.
Yes.
They must rise. This is everything for you, HH. We know you're a Champions League merchant.
Yes.
And if they go out to Borussia Dortmund, and shout out to Dortmund, their last loss was to Vietnam.
Damn.
That's the last team that beat Dortmund was Vietnam. They have won every game in 2023, 11 games in a row.
Friendly tax.
And,
Jesus.
yeah, friendly tax, but still, it's Vietnam. I'm not hearing anything about friendly tax. Chelsea can definitely do this. They showed in the last game against Dortmund they can create chances. And I watched the game on Friday against RB Leipzig. They were fantastic in the first half, Dortmund. They ripped them apart. Julian Brandt at the moment, 5 games, 5 goals. He's on form in the Bundesliga. The thing for Chelsea is you have to be clinical. You're going to create chances against this Dortmund side because they give up chances. The thing for Dortmund is how are they going to approach this game? If I'm Dortmund, I would go for that first goal and just kill off any hope and any confidence that Chelsea would have going into this game, because we've seen the only goal that Chelsea can score is from a set piece at the moment. You don't have a clinical striker. You might have creative players like João Felix and Sterling, but you don't have that guy who's like, he's going to put the ball in the back of the net. You just don't have that guy at the moment. So Dortmund have to approach this in, okay, we got to be defensive, but we see the outlet with Julian Brandt because what's his name? Who's he not playing? Who's Adeyemi, Fufu Merchant. He's not playing in this game.
Yes, he's out.
He's out injured, so that's going to be a big miss. So they don't really have that counter-attacking in them. And if I'm Chelsea, you got it. You have to win. Like, you're out of everything. No top 4, no FA Cup, no League Cup.
This is a season.
This is
Mike,
the
is a season.
And I just think for Dortmund, they're going to most likely park the bus, but they have to be organized. They gave up all. Leipzig could have easily drawn or won that game on Friday, but there's some juju going on with this Dortmund side, because every game it seems like they give up all these chances, but they keep on winning. So can they keep up giving all these chances away to Chelsea? Who knows? But I don't know how this game is going to go, because I feel like if Chelsea can get an early goal like in the first 10 minutes, then it's wide open. Then anything can happen. But if it gets to the second half, it's still 0-0. I think then Dortmund will advance. But let's see what happens.
So if you're Potter, then I want to come to Chelsea. So if you're Potter, do you go out and really attack, but then the fear of Dortmund countering? Because again, it's like, do you go out fully open to the first minutes, or do you be like, okay, let's keep it cautious and try to look for a set piece? Because my thing though is, if you go out and attack from the very first minute, Leeds were countering, just that Leeds just are not as cohesive. So if you give that space to a Dortmund who are far better and far more confident and so forth, they're going to get in more attacking spaces that Leeds didn't get into.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but also you have to take the game to Dortmund. You can't let this side get into a 1-0, 2-0 lead, because then they're going to feel comfortable and they're like, okay, we'll just sit back and you guys try and attack us. And we've seen Chelsea just are not creative enough, and they don't have enough goal scorers in this team to say, yeah, we're going to come back into this matchup. They just don't have those players at the moment for Chelsea. For Dortmund, their only counter-attacking outlook is with Julian Brandt, because Royce is there, but he just doesn't have the pace. So it's Julian Brandt. That right side for Dortmund has been very good with Wolf and Julian Brandt. I just don't know how Chelsea are going to score, HH. I generally don't. Like, who's going to get the goal for you?
Man, I mean, no, Mike. If Hufflepuff goes through this game, a must-win game, and without scoring a goal, I'm in, bro. What's Delta? What do you say, man? Chelsea Dortmund. Delta, we need this dub. We need this dub, man.
Oh yeah, you need this dub. I mean, I'm sure the Chelsea board calmed down after you guys beat Leeds, because if you guys didn't beat Leeds, I mean,
no, he's
that'd
still
be a different story.
No. That clan would still be in the job. If they beat Leeds, that clan would still have a job. But at least we beat Leeds at the very least, minimum.
Yeah, at the very least. But honestly, HH, if I'm being honest with you, I can. The most likely scoreline I would predict is probably a draw, because I don't think Dortmund are going to go out.
Delta, a draw isn't good enough. We need to win.
Of course you need to win, but who's going to score the goals? I mean, you got like João Felix, who's also struggling. Apart from him, honestly, apart from João Felix, I don't really see anybody who's a threat in your team. Like Havertz,
please, don't say that guy's name. Please don't say that guy's name.
It's just weird, because I remember him coming from the Bundesliga and he was a top prospect. Everybody was talking about him. 75 million you guys paid for him.
And then he 75.
Yeah, I mean, he did score in the Champions League final, but I don't know what
Chelsea
happened to
players.
him. That's it.
Delta, that goal has expired. That's UCL final winning goal. That goal has long expired, bro.
Exactly,
It has an expiration date.
It's expired, and now you guys gonna have to wow, just get the W over Dortmund. And to be honest, it's just Dortmund. The thing is about Dortmund is they're not good. So if you guys don't beat them, then is the Potter project just gonna wait until the end of the season? Is he gonna be sacked right off the spot? Because I don't see where you go from this, because I don't think he's that great of a manager. To be honest,
No, he's not. He's a clown. The guy's a clown.
I mean, it's surprising to me that there are still Chelsea fans backing him. To be honest, because I don't.
Oh, Delta, we lost you, bro. Brick sacks, brick nets. We lost you, Delta. Okay. Let me come to Kenny. Kenny, talk to me, man. Kenny, talk to me while Delta gets back from Siberia. Kenny, talk to me, bro.
Okay, come back to me in a couple minutes.
All right. What's it called? Guled, are you going to be at the game on Tuesday?
Yes, unfortunately, I am.
Well, Guled, I may see. I don't know how early you'll be, because basically I said I'm going to try and go and get some interviews early in the day. So I may see you if you're there early in the day. If you're there early in the day, I may see you.
No problem. When I get there, I can tweet you. No problem.
Yes, yeah. Tweet and tweet. It'd be cool if we meet up. Tweet me when you get there, bro. And we can try to meet up and do a short interview.
No
so yeah,
problem.
talk to me, bro. So what are you feeling for Tuesday, man?
Bro, first of all, Karim Adeyemi is injured, right?
Yes.
Thank God. At least one down.
Yeah, one down, but there's still Brands, there's still Royce, and there's still a whole bunch of other guys we have to contend with, man.
Even Bellingham made us look funny in the midfield.
Yes.
To be honest with you, HH, I don't know where our goals are going to come from. That's the only scary part. And as much as we hate Kai,
top goal scorer.
He is our top goal scorer. I didn't want to say it, but
oh Lord.
He is our top goal scorer. So I'm hoping that we play the same formation we played against Leeds, just to have the momentum and for Enzo to have the same partnership for at least 2 games running, because he never had the same partnership 2 games running since he came. Once it was Loftus-Cheek, once it was Gallagher, now it was Kovacic. So once it was Zakaria. So I hope he plays the same formation and the same team. And to be honest with you, HH, the way I see it, our best scenario could be free kicks or corners.
Jesus.
So set pieces.
Really? Is that where we're at now? Really? Free kicks and corners? Really?
Oh yeah, you forgot penalties.
Yes. But the thing is, we don't have players that will actually penetrate the box like that for us to get penalties. So yeah, but I hope we get 1-0. I hope it's 1-0 and we take it to extra time, and maybe something can happen. That's what I hope for.
HH, I have to remind you as well that their goalkeeper was injured on Friday, Kobo. So it could be the backup Meyer.
Well,
but it's doubtful, so they haven't confirmed anything yet, Dortmund, about it.
Well, if that's unconfirmed, shoot on target. Okay. Well, that's if people. Well, that's if Chelsea have people who could actually shoot on targets. That's a damn thing.
And this is the thing for Chelsea. Your only registered striker is Kai Havertz.
Yeah, shout out to Hufflepuff, man. Shout out to Hufflepuff.
And you know what's funny, HH?
Yes.
The only 2 shots the only 2 players that actually took shots on target in the last 3 games, I would say, apart from Raheem Sterling's chance the last game, was actually Mudryk and Felix.
Wow.
I have a serious question. Do you guys think Potter thinks Havertz is a striker? Or why does he keep playing him as a striker?
No. No, but basically, sorry, I'll go to the people. But Hufflepuff, basically, he's trying to be cool and modern, because he believes that Havertz knows how to link in players and so forth and bring other guys into the game. So it's this kind, and it's these things that managers do that just really annoy me, because they feel like if dates based over whatever they're seeing in training or whatever the data shows them and so forth, they think that they are seeing things that we don't see. Football isn't simple, but it's simple, if you know what I mean. Because football isn't simple. Numbers are not equal to. But sometimes don't try to overcomplicate things. Trust that the eye test. Sometimes, most of the times, what you're seeing is what it is. 99.99% of Chelsea fans know that Havertz is ineffective. So my thing is, let Aubameyang try again and fail. You see, you can't insult Aubameyang by saying that, last time we tried him 3,000 years ago, he was crap. No. Let's try him now. Because last time Aubameyang was given a chance was literally 3,000 years ago. I don't even remember. So my thing is, let Aubameyang try and fail. They could be like, man, we have no other choice. But no, you can't say, man, we have no other choice, because Havertz has been given way too many opportunities to flop. I've not given that Fofana a chance. You've not given Aubameyang a chance. Let them at least be put in a position and fail before we now say, man, Havertz is our only choice. Because, bro, Havertz, he doesn't do anything. He does nothing, So it's basically it's complete nonsense, man. SKFC, what are you saying, bro? Oh yeah, go for it.
Because Kai and even the panel as well, because he gave Potter gave Felix a free role, I would say.
Yes.
Where we can play as a supporting striker, attacking midfielder, and a striker. Do you think that the best way we could actually get the best out of him is for him to be set in one position? Because I feel like him and Kai are intertwining too much.
No, you see, for me, Felix is actually playing the role that Havertz should be playing. When I was watching Bayer Leverkusen before he moved, he was playing in behind the striker. And here's the thing with the issue. This is what people have a mistake. Havertz is a jack of all trades. He can create, he can score, he can play multiple positions. But he's not a specialist at anything. His talent is he can do many different things. The issue is you've just put him in as a striker. Havertz's role really, basically, do you know what it is? It's if you can do like a 4-3-2-1, where you have a striker and you have both Havertz and Felix in behind this striker. Is you actually have a good old traditional striker that Havertz and Felix can play with. So, because what Havertz needs to do is he needs to be a lot more deeper without having the responsibility as being the striker. Because two things. If you're a striker, you must understand the movements and the goal scoring abilities of what it means to be a striker by anticipation and making those runs. That's Havertz's game. The other thing is, if you're a false nine, you've got to have great dribbling, a great football IQ, and know how to go through. Mike, talk to these guys about Firmino. So is Havertz either a Drogba or is Havertz a Firmino? He's neither. So either you're a good old traditional striker like a Drogba, or you're like a guy who can come in deep and bring guys into the game like Robert Firmino, or like Benzema. Havertz does neither of these things. So you have to either be a goal scorer we can rely upon that can make runs, or you're a false nine like a Benzema and a Firmino. He's neither. So of what use are you? Of use are you?
We have suffered.
Look, it's bad. Okay, SKFC, talk to me, bro. What are you saying for Tuesday for your boys, man?
I mean, honestly, like, my opinion hasn't really changed on this team. Like, the performance against Leeds, like, it was okay, I guess. Like, it wasn't.
It was fine.
Like Dortmund are in like scintillating form rages. Like, they're actually like really good. Like, I actually watched them against RB Leipzig. Like, I don't know. I think the back three might be the way to go. Only because Chelsea need to focus on like weathering the storm that Dortmund are gonna give to them on Tuesday, and hopefully like giving them like a sucker punch. Like I think I don't know if, but the problem is I don't know if Potter has like the cojones to do that. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if he's just gonna like go out there and he's like, you know what, just kind of like try your best, or like put out like a wishy-washy formation, or if he's gonna pretty much like he pretty much just play like terrorism football, like on if he wants to win. Like I don't think he hasn't done that like at all this season. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I don't know if he'd be able to get through this.
But what is your feeling is you're not confident for Tuesday?
No, because like Chelsea. When was the last time Chelsea have overcome a deficit? Like in anything, whether it be in a tie or like in the middle of a game, I
mean, maybe last season against Madrid, which they should have won, to be honest.
That's a long time ago, yo.
Yeah, but we had an actual coach then.
Yes, not Hufflepuff, not Quidditch. so Delta, you have to add Quidditch tax on anything that you're saying. So what do you, if you were in charge, what would you do? Because I says if you're in charge, but when I say you're in charge, you have no Datro Fofana. You have no Aubameyang. So you actually have like a handicap because you're now going into this game without a natural striker. So SK, you don't have, this guy is so stupid. This is buffoon is so dense. He's going into a UCL game without a plan B. Because your plan B, like, okay, Havertz isn't working. Okay, let's go route one, put some crosses into the box, and let's put Fofana in there, or let's put Aubameyang in there, trying to get something in there. That plan B doesn't exist. So all Chelsea have for the rest of this UCL is a plan A that includes a false nine because they don't have a striker. That's the buffoon idiots that you're dealing with right now. Stupid man.
Okay, so like my plan, if I was Potter, right, going out there tomorrow, knowing pretty much at this point I have nothing to lose. We're already losing the tie as is, and I'm probably not gonna get fired. I would probably focus on being like kind of being a little bit more adventurous. So I'd probably like start João Felix as like more of a false nine role, and then kind of have like maybe Sterling and is Mudryk he's available, right?
Yeah, he's available, but for some reason he doesn't play. No. But see, this is where you have to be. So this is what I've seen. Felix is not a goal scorer.
No.
What I want is I don't want Felix.
That's why I'm saying like I would start Mudryk and Sterling with him because he needs like people to like play off of into penetrate like the defense, because like Mudryk, from what I've seen of him, is supposed to be pretty much a poor man's Salah. Like that's his game style. Well, I mean, he hasn't really been doing it, but like that's his archetype anyway. So, like I would pretty much have like goal scoring wingers to try to play off of João Felix, and then kind of I don't know, like the problem is honestly the real problem is that midfield is really destitute. Man. Is really destitute. Like. Because the attack needs support, and I can't think of anyone outside of Enzo to provide them any support. But then if Enzo does that, who's gonna help the defense? Like I don't know.
Yo, what about Kante? I saw Kante back in training. Wait, he's still injured? Oh,
I don't think he's gonna be available. He'll just go back into training. I don't think he'll be bro. I'm willing to throw in like a 60-70% Kante, bro. Like that's how desperate I am. I'm willing to throw in a Kante like that who is still like 60% fit, man. So wait, let me just quickly take this Dubinsky's and then I'll come to other guys, man. Let me just quickly hit this. So shout out to let me put that in there. Betsy, who says My United saw Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman to today. Now, do the people get this reference?
Brad Pitt
and Morgan Freeman. Do you know what's
my movie culture has been done.
The movie called Seven, that's why.
There we go, seven. But the basically plays two detectives doing homicides, man. So yeah, it gets real, man. Half Hope's mistress, Jesus. Are we calling Big Benzema a...
We gotta talk about Benzema since the Ballon d'Or, man.
Oh no! Look. And Zonzi must have done juju on Adeyemi. #voodoo doll, man. Oh wow. Melanin, Ancelotti, a false manager. Black is beautiful, bro. Look, Paul said to me that if Carlo wins this UCL, he still wants him sacked. You know, and I'm like, I don't know whether you saw the WhatsApp group. I was seeing a lot of Spanish being typed by Paul, and it's been a while since I've done Spanish, but I think there was a lot of swear words being used. I saw a lot of P words being used and so forth.
Yeah,
so
we don't need to say the word.
We didn't say the word. But so basically, Paul wasn't happy in the WhatsApp group, man. Eminence, talk to me. And then I want to come to Samasa to give us that Dortmund perspective. Eminence, talk to me, bro. What are you coming for Tuesday?
Listen, we can win this game, but are we going to score 2 goals? That's the problem.
Okay, wait, hold on. Do you think Chelsea can score 2 goals on Tuesday?
I don't think it can. That's the problem.
So we've reached a stage where it's now a challenge for Chelsea to score more than 1 goal. Do you know how disgusting that is?
Look how difficult it was to score 1 goal against Leeds, and they're struggling for relegation. Listen, like,
and it came through a defender. Well done.
You know what? I think if you play a back three, we can go through. I actually feel like a back three can help us.
So Bathroom, go through how? Because you said we can't score more than 1 goal.
No. So with the back three, obviously have Reece James and Chilwell as wing backs, which, let's face it, that's the best position they can that they're playing. So if you have those two pushing up higher the pitch with Mudryk, I'll play Mudryk, Felix, and Sterling. Because for me, Havertz is not that
Eminent,
guy,
sorry. Can I ask you, what 3 centre backs are you going to use then? Because Badiashile is not registered.
Actually.
He has to be Chalobah.
Is it Fofana injured too?
He has to be Chalobah.
Oh shit! Actually, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Who's the Fofana is injured? Nah, lie. Wait,
Wait, is it injured?
That's what you
No,
came
I've never heard of that.
I
I
thought
don't think. No, it's not. So I'll go Chalobah, Fofana, and Koulibaly. Easy. I mean, it's
no. But okay, so what would the score be if they're to go through? What would the score be then? So 1-0 penalties.
Now, this is the problem now because I can see. Listen, Chelsea can't keep a clean sheet against Dortmund. That's the problem. I think Dortmund.
So
Dortmund,
okay, so what score are you saying? 3-1?
So
because you said that we can't score by the one goal, but you said we can't keep a clean sheet. So I'm confused.
There's extra time, obviously, right? There's extra time. There's penalties, so you could go all the way. Chelsea
is it like a 2-1 penalties?
No.
Well,
It could be. You could get one centre back to score and hope for like Sterling to score because based on this, Sterling's your most likely guy to score.
This eminence. Wait, bro. I can't remember the last time Chelsea scored more than one. The last time Chelsea scored more than one goal was against Bournemouth, bro. Which was when the pyramids were built, bro. That was when Chelsea won.
That's when HH actually had heating.
Yes.
Actually, we can actually win this game. You know, we can win this game.
Eminence. Won the last game. You guys played well enough to win.
Yeah.
You just didn't take your chances.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. We can win this game. You never know, man.
I don't know. Eminence. I don't care about can. I care about will. That's what I'm care about. So change can into will, and then I'm with you.
Here's the problem.
What?
So if we had a striker, like I don't know what.
But we don't have a striker registered. That's the fact.
Why don't we have a striker? Why don't?
Because Hufflepuff is a clown. Because Eminence, because your manager is a clown. Tell your manager why he didn't pick a striker. Because your manager is a stupid clown.
It's just man.
Okay, wait, hold on. So Samasi, talk to me. Samasi, honestly speaking, Dortmund. Do you believe that Chelsea can beat Dortmund? From what you've seen of Dortmund, do you think Chelsea can beat Dortmund?
Unfortunately, no. They're too good at the moment. The fight Juju on them said, okay, it's not normal. They haven't lost since the restart. 12 wins in a row. And you just beat Leeds. Okay, you have how many wins? 1 win this year. So even Sule and Slaughterberg are still bad in the defense, but the attack in the midfield is very good. So you're gonna score a goal, but can you score a second? That's the question. Because they are gonna score, so you need 2 goals. And I think you can create 2 goals. But if Kobel is missing, shoot on side.
All right, man. All I can say is we just have to hope and pray for the best, man. That's my thing. We just hope and pray for the best. Kenny, real quick, bro. What are you saying, bro, for Tuesday? What are you feeling for Tuesday, Kenny?
Yeah, obviously. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the goals, man. I don't see what
you know this is really sad, man. You know, like I can't remember the last time that the mood was so pessimistic before a UCL game. I can't remember the last time that just amongst like I don't think there's any Chelsea fan that is actually confident going into Tuesday. That's sad for like a winner takes all for like a make or break season. That's really unfortunate, man. So Connor, you don't have confidence, Kenny.
No, it's not about confidence. Like even the first leg we saw it, we had the chances, but it's like they missed the chances. Like I'm not scared. The worry is not about creating chances because I watched Dortmund against Leipzig on Friday. Obviously they played well the first half, but second half Leipzig had opportunities. Like Dortmund are a team, they will give you opportunities, but you have to take them. And I don't trust these forwarders to take the opportunities. I don't know. Maybe if one of them scores, if we score an early goal, maybe a bit more confidence. But we need to score early. Like at least at halftime, we need to be at least one goal up.
I got a question for you guys.
Yes, sir. Go for it.
Okay, so my question is this here: you guys don't think Potter's the right man? So would you guys take losing this game for Potter to go out?
Nah, I'm not one of these fans that like. Oh,
no, I'm just double checking where you guys stand on it because I actually honestly think you guys can win this game.
Oh no, because no, DBK, and here's the weird thing though is Di Matteo. But Di Matteo was never a great manager or so forth. But look at what happened now. Different team, different sets of players. No, 100%. But my thing though is that Chelsea are one of those weird teams that a year where they have no business winning the UCL is when they can make a deep run. Chelsea had no business winning that. Nobody gave Chelsea a thought process in the 11-12 season. No one gave them a thought process in the in the 2020-21 season.
Almost came back against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And you were terrible going up into that game.
But DBK, then, you see, the issue with that is Di Matteo had legends in that team, and Tuchel is a tactician. He is a much better tactician than both Di Matteo and Hufflepuff.
Back-to-back finals.
Yeah, so basically, so you're dealing in one hand with a guy who's a great tactician who got pitched to a UCL final, and another guy who had Drogba, Lampard, Ramirez, forth, quality players. So Hufflepuff isn't as good a tactician as Tuchel, and Hufflepuff doesn't have the kind of players that Di Matteo had.
And just to add to your point,
yes,
at least Di Matteo had Steve Holland as well as an assistant.
Yeah, no. But so my thing though is it's. But look, man, you're making me too depressed, man. Let me cook.
I got you guys winning.
Let me cook Delta, man. Okay.
Come on.
All right, Delta.
Why are you trying to cook, man? You're meant to.
No. Delta. Delta. Don't try it. Delta. Look, surely not. Now, okay. Just to confirm, so Rafaela is injured. Delta, it was a question. No, Delta, that wasn't a response for you to go. Delta, I didn't ask you that. Can you please breathe in and out? No, my question was: is Rafaela injured? Is Rafaela out for the game on Wednesday?
Here's the thing, man. Because Galtier could be playing mind games right now, because he said Mbappe won't even be on the squad on last game, but he came off the bench and almost scored a goal, but it was wrongly counted. Well, actually, it was outside. But speaking about Neymar, it's gonna be tough, man. Look, especially without Neymar, because to tell you the truth, HH, Messi and Mbappe aren't known for their pressing game, and their lack of defending ability puts more pressure on a midfield defense, leading us to consistently have to defend the entire game. So yes, Neymar is huge. And we can't be having that against Bayern. And it sucks too because up until the World Cup, Neymar was better than both Messi and Mbappe. And you know it is what it is. Croatia beat Brazil. And I know. Here's the thing, man. Here's the fucking thing. But I still think we'll make it through to the next round in a way, which sounds ridiculous. This is gonna sound ridiculous.
Well, I mean, PSG Delta, you were the same guy who said PSG would win 4-1.
Look,
yes, you were the same guy, and we actually got you on tape. We actually were waiting for you to come for the reaction. So yeah.
AJ says, can I explain? Listen.
No.
Mbappe wasn't playing in that game. If Mbappe played, I think we would beat Bayern at home. But you know, he came off the bench. No, I don't. I think he came off the bench. I don't think he's going to start because it'd be kind of foolish to start him. But speaking about the game, I think we'll make it to the next round. And this is going to sound ridiculous, HH, but I'm glad we're going to this second leg with a goal deficit because I don't feel comfortable with us leading into the second leg. Even against Madrid, I was like, I wish we were actually conceded like one.
No, but we don't. But that's okay. So, because you didn't actually answer my thing. So, is Rafaela out, or you don't know? Maybe he may play, or is he out for the Wednesday game?
He's out.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. All right. So Rafaela's out. So Dels, you're now relying mainly on Marco, Mbappe, and Messi. Can they pull you through without Rafaela?
Well, I mean, with regards to Messi and Mbappe, we've just beaten Marseille by 3 goals away. So I believe the combination with Messi and Mbappe is more than enough to get us through. Because when Messi and Neymar play, I mean, here's the thing with Messi.
Delta? Mike, can you please grab the mic?
What is happening to this?
This has been a horrible return by him, bro.
He's performing like PSG in Champions League seasons. Okay.
Mike, talk to me, man.
Okay. What do we discuss, HH? Do we discuss in the fact that PSG have to win, or in the fact that Nagelsmann needs to win this game?
Look, you said Nagelsmann needs to win this game. Explain.
He has to, because They have backed him for the Champions League. The Bundesliga is a different story. They'll eventually win that league. They have to perform in the Champions League. They got Cancelo. By the way, Cancelo is a bench player now. He didn't even play on the weekend. Stanisic is doing better than him, apparently.
But come on, they need him they need him on Wednesday, though.
We'll see if he plays on Wednesday. Nagelsmann has gotten De Ligt. He has gotten Sadio Mane. He has gotten Cancelo. They have backed this manager. Now it is the manager's task.
I dare him. I dare him to lose to this PSG team. Listen.
No, but hold on, Mike. Wait, sorry.
Away from me.
Wait, Mike, though, Mike.
With the train. I will go to Zebenerstraße and protest against Nagelsmann every day.
Sebastian, no one is protesting. The only protest that's happening is against Hufflepuff. That's the only protest that's happening. Mike, so you're saying that, because Mike, my thing though is this, I get what you're saying, but Mike, did they really get a Lewandowski replacement? Because let's be real, Bayern have not. Really, Lewandowski, Mario Gomez, Pizarro, Mandzukic. Like, this is probably the first time in a long time that Bayern doesn't have that out-and-out goal scorer they can rely upon. And you're saying to yourself, if you take Lewandowski's goals away, is what they have enough to replace their goals with? So, yes, they've backed him, but have they really backed him to the extent of you've lost this goal-scoring demon in Lewandowski? And are they talented enough? So my thing, though, is if this was, let's say, Club Brugge, Benfica, or so forth, okay, but it is PSG. Because let's be looking, Mike, who has more pressure, PSG or Bayern?
I think
Mike, you just have to think about, Mike, really?
No. This is Bayern Munich. They do not go out in the round of 16 of the Champions League. And Julian Nagelsmann needs to perform in a Champions League. This guy is a highly rated manager, but right now he's looking like a fraud. Right now he is, because he lost to Villarreal last season. Do you remember that? He lost to Villarreal. He needs to perform against a big team in Europe, and this is what he does. And you talk about Lewandowski. To be honest, like, Nagelsmann doesn't really like playing with a striker. He's always played with a false nine sort of player at RB Leipzig, and now he has the same thing. See, this is the thing though, HH. They have a big game player in their ranks right now, and that is El Dio, Sadio Mane.
Oh.
Now, will he start? That's a different discussion, because obviously he's coming back from a long-term injury. And Choupo-Moting, the guy you always diss, scored over the weekend.
Yes, again. I will always diss.
And let's see if he shows up on Wednesday. I think this is
no, but a good goal though. That header was a good goal. That was a good goal by Choupo. So but still, but come on, Mike, we're not putting Choupo in the same category as Pizarro, Mandzukic, and so forth.
No,
Mike, we're not doing that.
No, of course not.
Greatest agent of all time.
He does have the greatest agent of all time. Now the thing is, for PSG, they have played a lot better since Neymar has gotten injured. Like, they're scoring for fun. It's Liga, but defensively they look shambles still. So if they open themselves up and play a little bit more of an expansive game, then you're going to give the likes of Sane, you're going to give the likes of Musiala, you're going to give the likes of Coman, El Dio, if he starts, a lot of space to thrive in. So how is Galtier going to approach this? Because they have to win this game. They have to go. I think for PSG, they have to get the first goal. If they go 2-0 down in this tie, I think it's over. I just don't see them. This is PSG at the end of the day in the Champions League. They don't have that mentality.
They have the character.
They still have the likes of Marquinhos and Verratti, who have been there after bottle job after bottle job after bottle job.
But no. Bayern score first, it's over.
Yeah.
Bayern score first. The PSG are not going to be able to come back if Bayern score, especially at the Allianz. It's happening.
I mean, if we saw anything from the last game in Paris, Mbappe could make a huge difference. I mean, the guy was tearing them apart. He constantly making those runs in behind. He was tearing them a new one. Now it's a fit Mbappe. 90 minutes. How can Bayern then defend against that? This is where Nagelsmann has to think about. Do I start with Stanisic, who's a bit more defensive and better than Cancelo defensive-wise, or do I bring in Cancelo for a guy who can find that killer pass in the final third? This is decisions that Nagelsmann has to make. Wednesday, I think it's going to be epic. I really do. I know the first leg was a bit boring because maybe.
No, it's going to get real.
Wednesday, it's going to be real, because I feel like PSG have to play a bit more expansive, and the prodigy is there.
So let me go to Samasi, Core, and I'll come to you, but Barry, Samasi.
I think Stanisic will start, and he man mark Mbappe. I don't care what happens to the game. man mark him because I am scared of this guy. This guy, since Ronaldo with his fucking locks, with his curly locks, I haven't been scared of a forward like him. So I hope Nagelsmann just man mark him like we man marked Messi in 2000. I think 13 was it. We man marked Messi in that game against Barca also. So that's, I hope Nagelsmann is that. No, I think the problem is Gnabry and Sane are in horrible. They came on against Stuttgart and we almost lost the game for the game because of them. They have been horrible since the restart. I don't know. Gnabry needs to be sold this summer. I don't want to see him anymore at Bayern. I can't take this anymore. And Sane, he was so good at the first half of the season. I'm willing to give him another chance. So, but I think we're gonna draw this game. I think a draw is possible. We're not gonna win because Mbappe is too good. I don't really care about Messi, but Mbappe alone scares me. So I think we're gonna go through with the draw. That's all I'm
Oh,
hoping.
Cole, talk to me. Do you agree with this much that you'll be able to hold these guys to a draw? Cole, hater.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
To
that's
be
my
honest,
name.
um, I think it all depends on if players like Sane and Gnabry don't play. But I really do think that um, it's come to the point where I have to say to myself, Bayern Munich, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. In the last 15 minutes against Stuttgart, HH, we were atrocious. Once these bums came in, this guy just decided not to defend. He decided not to care or anything, and we conceded. HH, I'm telling you this right now, bro. If I see another one of these, um, if I see PSG score first, I'm turning off the TV, HH.
Oh, please, come on,
I'm
man.
turning off. No, I'm turning off the TV because if PSG score first, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. I know where
Speak on
this
it,
is
Corey.
going.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
And I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this bum Nagelsmann because HH, if you check my Twitter timeline. I've added the board Oliver Kahn. I've added all these
Have they
guys.
responded to you?
No, but
You
HH,
Wait, Cole, why are you laughing, Cole?
I've retweeted.
Cole, I asked a simple question. I don't know why you laughed. I said that since you've added them, have you had a response of
They're
from
listening
Khan
to.
and so
They're
forth?
listening to me. They're listening to me because
So
I was
so
the
they've
one who
responded
vouched
to you.
for
So they responded to you.
by the lineups. HH, the lineups, right? Sane hasn't been playing for the past 2 games now because of me. I said Sane should never play, and they never got game time. They never got game time
Where's the
because
journey?
of me. Yes, yes. All those tweets that I showed, all those tweets that I retweeted.
So okay, so Cole, you're saying that you actually have an influence on the team that they're listening to you.
Carl, you are
I
delusional.
strongly believe they believe in me. I strongly believe they're listening to me, and I
Okay.
strongly believe that Oliver Kahn. If I tell him, and let's say if not Nagelsmann loses the PSG, if I get a bunch of people behind me on this Nagelsmann out train, I'm telling you, we can get him out. We can get him out.
Core said he was like a Barcelona youth coach or something, and he said he trained Messi.
He's said many things. Okay, so Cole, what do you think the score is going to be? What do you think is going to be? Samantha says it's going to be a draw.
HH,
Yes.
I'm gonna go for 4-0 PSG.
Oh my god.
Barry, can you please go to the mic?
I swear he does this every week.
DBK, forget the guy. Forget him, man. Barry, what do you
He's
say?
been right
Lose
sometimes.
Yeah.
He's been right.
Nagelsmann is getting sacked.
Barry, talk to me.
Yeah, I think we're in for a great game. Obviously PSG's approach is going to be different from the first leg. They're going to have to take the game to Bayern. They have to chase the goals and try to get a win. But with PSG, even though they look better since the loss in the first leg, they still concede a lot of chances and dumb goals. Over the weekend, Marquinhos and Ramos, they had trouble to even stop not So I imagine that if they open up their game more, what's going to happen if Bayern decided, okay, we're going to sit back a little bit and just counterattack. I wonder what's going to happen with LDO, Sane, Gnabry. They have pace and it can be devastating for them. But for Bayern, they don't have an answer for Mbappe. And I know Kivicha and Osimhen is the best 1-2 punch combo in football right now, but Messi and Mbappe, together they can say, what's up?
I saw some of their goals.
Speak on it.
But I think with that, they're going to nullify each other. I'm going to say a draw, 3-3.
DBK, what do you say, man? Bayern PSG, man.
Can I ask PSG Delta a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that Michael? Yeah, what's up, Michael?
Yeah, it is me. Yeah, what? I have to ask a question because your defense is atrocious. Like,
it is.
If Marquinhos is injured, who the heck is going to play in center backs? Because
wait.
Out for the season.
No. Marquinhos will be back, man. Don't worry.
No, but didn't he pick up an injury over the weekend?
No. It was something.
Wait, Delta. Wait. Marquinhos coming back. How is that a good thing?
No, because we literally have nobody. Like Kimpembe is injured.
Delta, go to the streets of Paris and pick up a fruit seller. That's actually better than Marquinhos.
Okay, HH, look, I criticize the guy a lot, but let's be honest, HH, he wasn't that bad in the first leg. Be honest with me. Was he that bad in the first leg?
No, but who was the reason why Brazil conceded against Croatia? Who was the reason why Real Madrid scored a crucial goal?
Michael, talk to this guy in the first leg. Was Marquinhos that bad?
I'm not talking about the first leg, bro. I'm talking about the guy who's been on the decline since his mistake against Real Madrid.
We know Marquinhos in the Champions League, especially for Paris in knockouts. He hasn't been.
True, yeah, he's got the bozo gene.
Marquinhos has no mentality. If he score, he's gone. Let's face it. If he score first goal, Marquinhos had to score.
Delta, what you
No, I was just saying because I was looking at this game and I saw the predicted lineup for Bayern, and Mane isn't expected to play. Now this could be huge for us, but also in a way like Sane is also coming back from an injury. I don't know how to predict this, honestly. Like I don't know about you, but this game could be 50-50. I obviously want to go with confidence because it is.
Oh no! Look, I think as Mike said, and even as Barra as well, it's going to be a great game. I think we're in for a really good game on Wednesday. Based on just where things are and because basically PSG needs to come out. Bayern know that PSG are going to come out, so it sets the stage for hopefully a much better game than the first leg.
Let's be honest here. That game against Marseille, where Marseille were absolutely atrocious in that game. Eric Bailly just basically laid down and said, "Here, have a couple goals."
You know the funny thing is, Michael, for 25 minutes, Marseille were actually dominating us, and Messi and Mbappe bang. Now, HH, I want to speak about this Messi and Mbappe. HH, do you think this is a deadly duo? Do you trust Messi and Mbappe? Or are you
No. I mean, the talent is there. My thing is, can I depend on them the way I could depend on Emerson or the way they could depend on Kivicha and so forth? So my thing that's all you just have are two outstanding players. But can you put your money on that they're always going to produce the way that Emerson always produced or the way that Kivicha and Osimhen have produced this season? I don't know. So I can't bet my house that, man, these guys are going to combine and the Alliance on Wednesday. Now, if they do, that's the recipe for all the way to go through. But I cannot put my money that 100% these guys are going to combine and say what's up. And also, I can't use Marseille as an example. Because playing Marseille is the same as playing Bayern in a UCL run system at the Allianz Arena.
Although Marseille is tough away, but that is true. Bayern at home is just ridiculous. But also one more thing: why is RDS here? This is a Champions League hangout.
He's knocking in the back. He's knocking. No. Delta. He's here for the cooking. Wait, no, he's here for the cookout.
Can you believe that? J7.
Delta, Delta, can you use the mute button? Hokage, talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
Big game.
Yes.
If we lose, Nagelsmann out. I'm with Core on this one.
Wow.
No, we're Bayern, bro. We got out of the quarterfinals, the Yellow Submarine last year. We're fucking Bayern Munich. We're not Chelsea. We're not Liverpool. We're not Man U. We're not Man City. We're not small club. We are the second biggest club after Real Madrid in the history of football. We have to win
Come on,
round of
bro. Come
16
on.
games.
Hold up.
We
Hold
have
up.
to win.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
Okay. Let him cook. Let him cook.
We do not get knocked out of the round of 16, Nagelsmann. We don't do this here. It happened to Kovac. We sacked him 9 months later. You already got knocked out by Villarreal, okay? You already got knocked out by the Villarreal last year. So you have been given the backing. You have a team that's playing pretty good right now, besides the Mönchengladbach loss. But freaking Mönchengladbach plays like the best team in the world every time they play us. So it's going to be a 3. I already know the lineup. The lineup Bayern played this weekend is going to be the same lineup we play against PSG because Cancelo, we don't need that guy in there. We need Stanisic who has pace on him and can defend. It's going to be 3-4-3. These bums like Gnabry and Sané are not going to touch grass. They're not coming off the bench or anything. It's going to be Coman, Muller, Musiala, Choupo up top, Davies, who's on form right now, and Kimmich and Goretzka, who are on form right now as well. So Upamecano and De Ligt, you guys better have great games and use your pace to your advantage against Mbappe because
Hokage.
What?
Was that Delta? Wait,
Yeah,
who
Delta
was
was Delta.
Anyway,
Delta? Why can you spoke and you didn't mute yourself?
No. I was just gonna ask him a question. So do you guys think it's a good idea to still rely on Muller in 2023?
Yes, because
Are you sure?
This is why Nagelsmann learns this lesson every time. You drop Muller, you get negative reaction from the fans. You bring Muller back in the team, he's constantly providing you assists. This is why Sané's not touching the field. This guy Sané cannot pick up the final ball right now.
I agree. Sané was bad.
He cannot pick up the final ball. He cannot. Muller, when Nagelsmann drops him, he wonders why can't we make these decisive passes and score goals. He brings Muller in the team.
I like that profile picture.
Muller is dropping assists, so Muller has to start. He is Bayern. He's still an important player to this team. So I don't know. I don't have a score prediction. All I know is we have to win, and if we don't, Nagelsmann. For me, Nagelsmann out. You can't do this. You can't go out of the round of 16.
Wow. That's deep, man. That is deep, man. Let me hit this Dubinski's, man. Where are we at? So from Mir says Mane, Choupo-Moting, Musiala, and vibes, man. Well, look, man. I said it. I think for Bayern, look. I could have. No, don't worry. We're gonna continue the cooking. Mike, leave that picture there because we're gonna continue the cooking. You see, do you know why Wednesday is going to be so interesting?
Why is that?
It's because PSG are under crazy pressure, but it's Bayern at the Allianz. And my thing is, Bayern at the Allianz, specifically in the UCL, they are a force to be reckoned with. But as much pressure as Bayern are on PSG, I really believe that this is the project. If PSG go out, I think it's over. I think Messi just tries to force out his contract and goes to Miami or whatsoever. And now you just have Mbappe who just widing his time and Rafael is already on his way out. So I do think that this should be the PSG project. That's good right. If PSG go out, that's it. The project should just be done. Because to go out in the round of 16 and so forth, specifically given Messi's age, where Rafael is right now, so there's down pressure in there. But as much as PSG have all the pressure, it is Bayern Munich, and it is at the Allianz Arena, and they will have money back. So that's why it is perfectly placed to be like, all right, man, it's a tough one to call. Because for me, I don't want to say Bayern because it's Bayern on the Allianz, but I'm like, bro, PSG. When your backs are against the wall and you're dealing with pressure, because let's be real, yes, Bayern will always have pressure. PSG have a lot more pressure because the very existence of this project that started with Ibra is on the line on Wednesday. So that's why the pressure is there.
The biggest X factor is gonna be Donnarumma. Which Donnarumma is gonna be on the field? We don't know. He could do something very stupid. I will laugh my ass off if he does.
And McKinney as well. Abris Fair. Cole speaks fluent Bricanese. #translate. Yeah. Look, the guy always does, man. Wink. United fans, make sure you set your alarms for 7 o'clock. Oh. Bro. Look, right, the cooking will continue. Alhambra. HH, let's cherish Tuesday. Oh.
Oh, are we saying we're gonna soon hear for Chelsea? Oh.
No, they might not even get that. That's it.
We might be hearing Conference League action, bro.
Don't worry, Z-Man. It's the same anthem.
It is 25.
I thought they changed it a little bit.
Double L, are we doing a watch along?
No, don't worry, guys. I got HH for the Conference League
watch alone
information.
against high schoolers. That's crazy.
You Basel fan, you're not hearing no music this year. So
and you know, at our lowest, we've never been to the Conference League. At our lowest, crazy.
Lowest. But you've been in the Europa League for the past 2 years.
Wow, man.
Losing to a brand of sausage.
You're out here getting eliminated, and you might end up
losing to a brand of sausage, and then losing to Liverpool's adopted child.
No. See, here's my thing. Like, that's why. No, guys. Tuesday is gonna be. I'm actually really scared of for Tuesday. I'm really scared because this Alhambra. I didn't want this dub. But it's a very important dub. I didn't want this dub.
You know it's facts. Like if you don't
No. Because the reason why I'm scared of this dub is if Chelsea go out, I am truly scared as to when next Chelsea will next be used. Because with the way.
Sorry.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. So. I think, do we have a cooking session after this, I believe? Do we have a cooking session?
You hear that? Yes.
Oh, we do. Oh, RDS, keep laughing. RDS, you are one sad, pathetic
it's not
individual.
RDS, it's LDS, HH.
Yeah, LDS, you're one sad, pathetic individual.
Welcome back, Delta, by the way. You've been gone a while, but it's good to see you back.
RDS, don't worry. Remember when you said it was going to be 4-1 PSG against
I know, yeah. I didn't see him post matches, so it's good to see you back, Delta.
I have to go see my wife. Complications.
Okay. All right. Okay. So my thing here is, look, see, I am worried because with this board who I don't trust and with all the crap they're doing where like Chelsea will only start to see results in the next 10, 20 or 30 years when the aliens invade. If Chelsea go out on Tuesday, I'm like, when next am I going to see that UCL? When next am I going to see that badge? Because I don't think you understand, man. This is important. This right here is important. This is heritage. This right here is heritage. And this is embedded into the freaking jersey, man. So, Ambro, you made me very, very, very sad with that.
No, but let me say this.
You made me very sad.
The thing is, yeah, even if you do beat Dortmund, you're eventually going to go out, so it don't really make any difference.
That is true.
You're just prolonging the inevitable.
You see, DBK, there's something I want to say in response, but I won't because I'm a jinx. So I'm just DBK. All I'll say
Remember
is
2012, man.
I know what you want to say. HH. So just say it. Just own it. We know what you want to say.
I'm not that stupid. No, because unlike you, I want to make combined 11s with an entire United defensive line. Actually, hold on here. Ernest, can I lag my points? It's actually very rude.
No, you HH. No. You know you HH. You'll tweet. You'll tweet it.
Okay. I don't make combined 11s with a United defensive line that's held 7. I don't do those things. Okay. That's just me.
You do tweet
Z-Man,
before your
can
team
you
loses.
do your best to speak over this man? So Z-Man, talk to me. So let's just do Z-Man, Bayern against PSG and then Chelsea against Dortmund. What are you saying?
Bayern against PSG. My thing is like PSG don't have a great midfield. They don't have a great defense.
Wait, Marco?
No, that's not enough, bro. That's really not enough. That's not that threatening. And their attack can't press because let's be honest, Neymar's the only presser. I just think that these guys just have to sit back and hope for a counterattack like they did it when Mbappe came into the game, where he was running behind their defense. You know, that's their only that's the only way I could see them actually end up scoring goals. And plus, they have Messi who has vision, but he's going to have to sit in a deeper role because their midfield is not necessarily going to build up to them. So I see a counter-attacking game from them. For Bayern, yeah, not Guzman, man. I'm hearing he's in a lot of trouble if he doesn't get the result. And I don't know what his game plan is going to be. Is he going to stick with the back three or a back four? Is he going to what is going to be the makeup of his attack? I'm hearing Mane might come back, but he might be on the bench. He's not necessarily going to start. So there's questions between both camps: who's going to start and who's not. And I'm hearing Marquinhos might come back, but is Marquinhos enough to defend against Bayern's attack? And how lethal is Bayern's attack lately? So there's questions there, but I honestly don't see PSG making it through. Because
so you're saying PSG are going to go out in the round of six. It's
going to be a close game, but yeah, I see a 2-1.
Okay. And what about Chelsea Dortmund?
Chelsea, man, all you have to do is just. Well, I would
Chelsea,
say all
Chelsea
you
don't know how
guys
to.
have to do is score 2 goals.
Okay, Zeman, Chelsea have forgotten how to score more than 1 goal. We've forgotten how to do that. So just bear that in mind.
No. My thing is like, even if you guys park the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you go about it that way. But then again, Dortmund is also a counterattacking merchants lately. So I don't know. I don't know if you could park the bus. If you go, if you just start all out attack, I don't think you guys have the defensive reliability in midfield and defense to handle them in their transitions. So I don't see a win for you guys. I see a draw, and then you guys just getting knocked out. The best I could see is a 0-0 because I don't see consistent goal scorers up front, and you're reliant on João Felix to be your main provider in terms of creativity. And I don't see a way out, bro. This might be out for you guys. Dortmund.
Thanks for your positivity, bro.
No, but let's be honest. Like, if the Champions League is the least of your worries, like it's about the league. Just getting to a European spot. I think that's the goal for you guys ever right now, because you guys ended up scoring goals, which I'm shocked by. But I don't think that's the norm for you guys. So therefore, I don't see it.
So just okay. So let's just we all agreed Benfica beating Club Brugge. We'll agree to that. Benfica beat Club Brugge.
It's going to be 5-0.
Yeah, that's pretty much straightforward.
And Tottenham against Milan.
Now, can I speak on this?
Mike, go for it.
Because there is a certain manager who has only gone past the round of 16 once, and that is Antonio Conte. Now, this is not the greatest Milan side. They just lost over the weekend to Fiorentina, and Fiorentina have been diabolical this season in Serie. If Conte dare loses at home to AC Milan, and we've seen AC Milan, they've switched to a 5-in-the-back formation. Spurs just lost 1-0 to Wolves. Like, these guys, you cannot trust them.
Even the FA Cup, man.
Even in the FA Cup, they lost to Sheffield United. And I can see Spurs fans complaining that, we rested 8 guys. Sheffield United rested 8 guys as well. And still lost. This is Tottenham better win this game. Otherwise, Conte will always, and has always been, a UCL fraud. Now, he's a great domestic merchant. But when it comes to the UCL, this guy cannot do anything. He cannot do anything. I hope Milan win, but I can't trust Milan either because away from the San Siro, they have been terrible in 2023. So what's going to happen on Wednesday? I feel like it's going to go to penalties. The good thing for Milan, though, they got Mike Maignan back. We know that guy's not a goalkeeper. So Mike Maignan is back, and that's going to definitely help them. But it's just a matter of how is Conte going to approach this game? Because we saw at the San Siro, Tottenham didn't really create
but you know what the key thing is Conte going to be deciding, or is he still ill?
That's what I was going to say. I was like, if he's not on the bet, if he's not actually like on the field, then Tottenham may actually win. When Conte's not there,
Conte's not, because sports fans have told me that like if Conte not there, they actually believe that the team is actually better. But if he's there, I don't know. He just had like it. So if he's not on that touchline, Tottenham have a chance. If he is, Milan all day, every day.
Yeah, I honestly have no clue how this game is going to go on Wednesday because I feel like Spurs might rise to the occasion, but we know Milan got that UCL heritage. We just don't know with this Milan side because both of these teams are so inconsistent. You just don't know how to predict it. If you're a betting man, do not bet on this game.
God, I mean, it's like, look at how Milan have just slid out of this, man.
Yeah, you know why?
I don't get it, man. They were building up all the way.
No, Z-Man. You know why they've been slipping up? It's called HH Jinx.
Really?
I remember that question.
This is really what we're doing. We're really doing this. Really.
As soon as you said that Milan are going to be Serie A champions, they've been terrible.
Oh, bro. But I said Liverpool would win, and they won. Didn't
Thank God you got one out of a million for once right.
Mike, I said 1-1. Mike, I said 1-1.
Thank you. You did the work for us.
Yes, Matthew, go for it.
I knew Man United was gonna lose because Man United fans got too cocky. They knew they were on the way back. They thought they're gonna win the Premier League and beat Liverpool. So I bet on Liverpool to win and got some money. And I got the score side. So I thought Liverpool's gonna win 3-0 with Gakpo, Nunes, and Salah scoring when they won 3-0. 7-0. My God, how you gonna lose 7-0 with no goal scored?
No, wait. Let's actually get into the cooking session right now. Wait, hold on. Let's get into the cooking session right now. Wait, hold on.
That's crazy, man.
Because let me come to DBK, who's a Liverpool fan. That wasn't this.
Brazil got a goal in with the 7-1.
No, that's okay. Just wait, hold on. So DBK, so Liverpool, you went here, so I think I've got to give you as a Liverpool fan the chance to say. So DBK, what were your emotions after and so forth? And so DBK, I want to keep reminding. So DBK, we did a combined 11.
I saw it.
And RDS had a samurai sword to my neck and forced me to put the entire defensive line as United. And that same defensive line conceded 7. RDS, keep your mic muted. Nobody wants to hear from you right now. DBK, continue.
Yo, can you quickly zoom in on my profile quick?
Okay. All right.
You see what Nunes is doing?
Oh no! He didn't do that. You're lying. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. RDS, come on, RDS. That is rude. That is rude. I didn't realize that. Wait. Was that after his first or second goal?
I think it was the first one.
Oh, he took focus away, man. He took his focus away, man. Oh my gosh, man.
Nah, but the game was insane. I actually wasn't expecting. I actually thought we were gonna struggle in this game because I couldn't envision us not conceding. I really couldn't envision us not conceding.
Yeah, it's like for me. I mean, basically, do you know what I thought? I thought like after the first 15, I was like, okay, Liverpool has the domination. That United will now come back and dominate. Okay, 1-0. I thought, okay, boom. I don't know what the hell happened in that second half. I have no idea what the hell happened, bro.
You know what's crazy about the whole game? You had Nunes getting 2, you had Gakpo getting 2, you had Salah everyone was getting. It was a gold bargain sell. It was crazy how bad Man United was.
Wait, hold on. DBK, this is the combined 11 sponsored by RDS.
Wow, man.
This is the combined 11.
Man.
This is the combined by LDS. But sorry, DBK, continue.
I was just saying, man. Like just watching the whole entire game. And seeing how even freaking Jamie Carragher was making memes. He said, "You don't go to Old Trafford and lose 7-0." That's what Gary Neville said. Jamie Carragher said, "Today you do." It was so bad. Like some of the goals was like it was FIFA-esque.
Yes.
Like the way ricochets off one and it comes back to the person.
We know it's so funny.
Meant to lose.
It felt like one of those really annoying FIFA like clubs games where like basically your defenders are just basically have like another AI.
It was FIFA AIDS.
Yes.
Some of those goals.
Yes. No, because basically it's like when like bro, the defenders are just they're developing their own AI. I mean, but look, I mean DPK, that's Gakpo's second goal, man.
Oh man, Salah's build up to the goal, the weight of the pass.
Great goal.
And you can see it, the ball like bent inside the post and in. It was amazing, man. Like it was crazy seeing like the game had me in such shock. I couldn't believe. I was like, yo, someone told me it was 6. I was like 6, and then 7. I was like, oh my.
No. I mean. Do you want to just wait until the next few games and just say, put this down to Liverpool? We're just extra motivated for this game based on what was being said before? Or do you think this is a season-defining, season-changing moment? Just like the COVID season when Liverpool beat Man United when they thought was United were going to win. And that was a point where Liverpool just sort of changed. So do you think this changed Liverpool season or like, no, it's a rivalry. You were extra motivated and this is just in a vacuum.
Potentially, The reason why I say potentially is we've said this multiple times this season. This is where Liverpool kicks off, and then we go ahead and lose to the next easiest team. I feel like it was a mixture of Man United slept on us, the fan base slept on us. I saw I can't remember what his name was. There was one YouTuber saying that I smell blood. Liverpool are food. I wouldn't take a draw. We are going out there. We're gonna baptize them. I even saw Terry's. He's like, let's go and destroy Liverpool season. Everybody was talking so much crap. They thought they could do Real Madrid to us. They thought they could do Real Madrid to us. Real Madrid are the only team that can do that to us.
Yeah.
At Anfield.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show that when it comes to UCL and when it comes against Liverpool, Real Madrid just know how to turn that on switch. Because since then they haven't won a single game.
Yes. Yeah.
So overall, I still can't believe that 11. That you guys had the whole midfield, you had the whole back four, whole midfield, and the most informed player.
Wait. Who was the draw against? That's in this game you had.
Palace. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
That was the Real Madrid hangover.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right in their sights. You're right. They're right in their headlights.
And it was crazy. We haven't conceded a goal in any of these games.
Yeah. Because you see, Newcastle are in free fall.
I think the big game is going to be when Tottenham comes to Anfield, because Tottenham still got to come to Anfield.
Yeah. Oh, do they?
We beat them 2-0 at their ground, so they still got to come to Anfield. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. We still got a game in hand. Newcastle still got a game in hand technically. So if Newcastle win, they go above us. So Newcastle are still technically in it, but I reckon they probably lose their next game. They still got
no. I think Newcastle, they're now running on the fumes right now. So this is really. I don't have no idea for them. This is between Liverpool and Tottenham now. And my money is on Liverpool because Tottenham can't be trusted. Now, who knows? Because see, Tottenham still have that Kane goals and everything, but
here's the problem. When they scraped top 4 last year, Son was balling. Son hasn't been balling out the whole of everyone's been talking about Salah not being balling out, but Son, he might have to be getting inducted to the Brick Academy because he's been non-existent the whole entire
Yes, he's already in there. He's already inducted. He's inducted in there, man. Okay, wait. Let me come to Zeman.
Okay, wait, let me say one more thing quick.
Go for it.
Okay. So Nunes has got 14 goals. How many goals did you guys say he was going to finish? Coming into this season.
He's on 14?
Yeah, he's on 14.
That's in all competitions.
That's in goal competition. Nunes is on 14. So he's 6 away from 20.
No, I'm speak on this.
Okay, so wait. Let me come to your boy. Let me come to Zeman and I'll come to your mic. Zeman, talk to me. Your thoughts on 7,
It's like it's one thing to lose to another team that's not your rivals, but to lose 7 goals to your rivals. Like
yes,
Liverpool,
it's a problem.
That's crazy to me. Because I was out and about, and I was receiving updates on the goals, and
Out and about doing what? Something illegal?
No. I was getting an oil change for my car, but
okay.
I was out and about, and I kept getting I kept giving alarms about the goals, and I'm thinking, wow, this might be a back and forth situation. I look up and it's 6-0. I'm like, what is this? 6-0, and then the 7th one just it's an overkill by Bobby Firmino. That's an overkill, and bro, that type of thing that happens, that's crazy. That changes your whole momentum to be losing 7 goals, and it's I don't know if you could solely blame it on Ten Hag, because Ten Hag did get some tactical things wrong, but losing 7. That's also down to the players.
Oh yeah, players.
They said the last 15 goals at Anfield in this fixture has all been scored by Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't see that's.
No. It's because I was speaking to Nix about it and so forth. And Nix was like, at 4 or 5, you've got to shut up shop. Once you let it get to 7, that's unacceptable. You can't allow it to. Once you're at 4 and 5, you've got to be okay, this is it. It's no way. So the fact that it went to 7, that's ridiculous. That's like just like once you're hitting 7, that we see. I think that 5 is so once you go beyond 5, that's when it becomes stupid. So anything beyond that, that's where it's really so 7. It's Naziman, it's stupid.
Bro, it's you know what makes this worse is that Liverpool coming in, and you could say they pick up some little bit of form, but they were coming into this game where they weren't necessarily the favorites. You know, they were hot and cold. They don't have a squad. People were questioning their midfield, and everyone thought,
questioning Klopp as well. Questioning
Klopp, and Man United coming. They're some people were saying one of the best teams in Europe. Having a great defense.
Rashford is one of the best players in the world.
Rashford is one of the best players in the world, and all of those things just for that to happen to you while you were on this momentum, I mean, that's shocking. It's one thing to lose that bad when your team is garbage. It's another thing to lose that bad when your team is having momentum, the whole fans are together, united we stand, and then to get deconstructed, levitated, and reviewed. This is genetic reveal.
No.
Why is Liverpool hosting genetic?
No. This is genetic engineering. They got genetically engineered. Mike? Talk to me, bro. Mike.
I've already called in sick tomorrow for work. I ain't going to work, bro. Tonight's a celebration. I would never imagine. I thought 5-0 last season at Old Trafford was insane. 7-0.
No, because see, Mike, sorry. So, and this is what Nick was even saying. It doesn't matter if United win like 3 or 4 trophies. This is something you can hang over them. And the only way United have to go to do something similar. Because United can win all the trophies and so forth. When it comes down to a rivalry, you can hold on to this until United do something similar. That is what I was trying to get through to artists. So artists, I don't care about trophies, Liverpool, and so forth. This is a seminal moment in this rivalry, which is that you lost 7-0 to one of your RDS.
No, it's not. No. You said RDS. Let me speak. You can't say my name and not respond. You can't say my name and not respond. You said RDS.
Let's Mike have his case. Let Mike have his piece and we'll come back to Mike.
I like how you bring that up because River Plate and Boca, I think the biggest win in the last 10 years, it was 5-0 Boca, and they constantly reminded River Plate fans about that you lost 5-0. I will always tell my Manchester United friends, you held 7.
Yeah.
You held 7 to apparently a Liverpool side that are declining, and you guys have won a trophy, and you guys have the bigger momentum heading into this game.
Yeah.
And then you held 7. And
no, Mike. That's why it doesn't like this. It is the biggest kind of FU that you could always say. No matter what, I never say, yo, bro, we beat you 7-0. We beat you 7-0. We beat you 7-0.
I think it's from all these content creators and all these people on Twitter. Even though I don't take Twitter that serious, they were all they were all telling me, every single one of them, we have the best centre-back pairing in the world.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
We have the best CDM in the world.
Yes.
We have the most informed forward in the world. The best manager in the world.
No. Sorry, Mike.
Now,
No, Mike, relax. Mike, that's why you're putting this into Mike, thank you. I totally forgot that. The context of this is so important. Look at what United had. Nobody was injured. As you just said, the best defensive partnership in the world, the best midfield in the world, the best forward attack in the world. And Liverpool, old, decrepit, worn out, Dr. Martins, Darwin Nunes, who is this new Gakpo kid coming through, the Virgil van Dijk loser, and so forth, Henderson Brexit. So basically, and with that, to lose, Mike, I don't think you understand what you and Liverpool fans have. You literally have gold dust. I don't think you realize the kind of because once you put everything into context, I don't think you do understand the kind of gold dust you have against your rivals. Wait, hold on, Mike.
I'm not gonna lie, I might get this tattooed on me. This
I would too, man.
Because this is serious.
bro.
Wait, hold on, Mike. Mike.
I only have a couple tattoos. I might have to get this tattooed because I will never forget this day.
You know,
the mere fact. I was watching this game with my United friend. He was one of my best friends.
It must be
We don't usually watch games together, but today he came over and we watched the game because there was F1 race, and I was like, "Bro, you need to come every time and watch a Liverpool game because if this is the case where you hold 7, then you need to be here all the time." Honestly, when I saw the midfield and I saw Jordan Henderson
exactly
start,
I'm
like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Going up against Casemiro, who's in form, Fred, who's been playing a lot better. There was a point in this game, and I saw this on Twitter, that Bruno Fernandes asked to be subbed off.
So is that true?
That's so embarrassing, bro.
Yo, he got submitted and tapped out.
Wait, hold on, Mike. Let Mike finish. Mike.
So apparently this is true. Now, if that is your captain, and let's not forget in the second half that Bajcetic ran past Bruno Fernandes, and then he decided to become the Portuguese lamppost and just stood there and did nothing about it. Bruno Fernandes is he's the one who's been in the hands of 6-1 to Spurs, 5-0 to Liverpool, 4-0 to Liverpool, 4-0 to Brighton. Bruno needs to take some accountability. This guy has been on the hands of several beatings. And he's the captain of Manchester United. Come on. If you're a captain, you lead by example. And clearly today, Bruno said, "Oh, it's not going our way. It's not this or that. Let me just throw my toys in the closet and say, I'm done with this." That was Bruno Fernandes today. The man just flat out gave up against freaking Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson, who's absolutely diabolical this season. Just shows you everything. Today was a magical day. Unfortunately for RDS and all these United fans, J2S, look at J2S's AVI. I mean, that explains everything. It explains everything to me for United fans. This will be the biggest embarrassment for them as a club, but they're still ahead of us, and you know they gotta hold that. They gotta hold that for a long time.
No, because I think that's because I don't think I understand.
This is the A2 for Barca and Bayern.
Oh no, okay, wait. Let me hold on. Let me come to Elijah.
United beat Liverpool 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. Liverpool has over something against them.
Oh no, 100%. Elijah, let me talk to Elijah. Talk because you're not there. Elijah, bro.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. No, Elijah. It's a good.
Shut the
AVI, bro.
Hold on, let me play this real fast for my boy.
Wait, hold on. YouTube tax, but don't play any music, bro. YouTube, I got to kill me, bro.
Not music. It's
all right.
Tunes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed a beatdown.
Yes.
A smacking.
Exploitation, gentrification.
Some of the comments said a gender change.
Oh God.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have decided to write in a letter to put Manchester United Football Club in the Brick Academy.
Okay. Let's
Why
receive.
is that? Because last night and throughout the last 2 weeks, I've been abused.
Yes.
Disrespected.
And you stayed silent, Elijah. You stayed silent. While the abuse came through.
I didn't say a word. But today I have been vindicated. My pastor cooked today in church. I didn't even get to watch the game. I just got alarm bells and text messages. And I am satisfied. I am beyond satisfied. RDS. Tell me a joke. You ain't got none. Oh man, this has been fan flipping.
No, but Elijah, don't you? And this is the point I'm making. Yes, United will most likely finish above Liverpool, and United will probably win more trophies than Liverpool this season. But this is historic. Because when it comes to these rivalries, these are the games that you can always pull out and you can go. Because that's the whole point of these games. These games are important when it comes to a rivalry.
Yeah, like, dog, I thought 5-0 was crazy. I thought 4-2 at their place was crazy. And realized when that happened, that was the pandemic season. Half the team was in crutches, surgery. Everybody had plaster casts cast on their legs, arms, necks. Everybody had to sign it, and whatnot. And we still beat them. And then we got to deal with this. I don't know, man. This is new. This is new. I have no words, man. I have no words. I literally, you know what? I demand an apology from my boy Darwin Núñez. I have been telling you guys from the beginning of the season. I said if this brother don't get more than 15 goals this season, we're gonna have a problem. This brother already has 17.
No, he's got 14. He's got 14.
14,
right? Yeah, he's got 14.
Okay, he's gonna touch it anyway.
He's very effective. He's a
I've been telling
confident
you,
player.
this brother is. If he doesn't have to play striker, he can play on the wing, and that's fine. People are calling him a bum. People were calling him
second division La Liga merchant.
No, Uruguayan carpenter.
Yep, Carpenter.
Dr. Martins, the brother to Tim's.
Uber driver. Yeah, I got everything.
Some people were calling him a construction worker with the amount of bricks he's made. It's a lot. It's a lot. I endured it.
But say allegedly. But this is the point. This is to Liverpool fans. Like, now, I am not reactionary and so forth. I still believe that Klopp isn't the right man to take Liverpool forward and so forth. Here's the thing: you thought that Premier League bought Klopp time.
Yes.
Now 1,000. No, 1,000%. No, listen, 1,000%. There is no way Klopp is getting sacked. Now, if Klopp leaves, because Klopp now has a two-piece, which is the Premier League and this win. With these two things, Klopp leaves on his terms. He doesn't get sacked.
You know what's crazy? Klopp has also one of the highest winning percentages against Manchester United all time.
Oh no, but see this combined with the Premier League, there is no way Klopp is sacked. He basically he leaves on his own terms.
God mode now.
Yes, 100%. Oh no, but Elijah, he was already God mode for the EPL. He's now basically no, sorry. Basically, EPL was Super Saiyan. Now he's Ultra Instinct. He's now Ultra Instinct.
You can't forget that UCL as well.
Yeah.
No, but DBK, I'm talking about what it means to Liverpool fans. They always wanted that. So Premier League got him Super Saiyan. Basically, is there a level above Ultra Instinct?
No, there is not.
Not yet.
Here's my thing. You know what I knew United was in trouble was when Eric Ten Hag came and said, the ambiance will not affect my players. It is the same pitch. It is the same ball. There's 22 people on the field. All we have to do is just play. This man underestimated Anfield Road.
Number one. Can I just add on to that? The interesting thing was he said the end of an era. When he said, "I respect Pep and Klopp. This is the end of an era, but all eras must end." And I'm gonna be honest, bro. There is a place above Super Saiyan, bro. Like there's Henderson, bro. I don't know what Henderson was on. He was on crack.
Bro, he ran it back. He ran it back.
Bro, how does Henderson and Harvey Elliott's not even a midfielder? He's more like attacking midfielder and winger. He shouldn't be playing the number 8 role, but somehow.
No. Let's talk about this guy though. Wait. One last guy I have to shout out, and all these United fans, they were trying to come out. Well, not this guy. He got adopted. He's an adoption center.
Is he an adoption? Is he an adoption?
Oh no. We're reviewing the adoption papers right now.
It's one called Double Agent 007. They were calling him this Gakpo, that, Gakpo.
Or he
got the goals today.
Or he should have
scored a golazo.
2 quality goals.
That first goal, to take the ball in stride and get past Varane like that, and then to curl it in. But Mike,
see,
watch this.
I was saying, let's see, if you've played football, you appreciate how hard that second goal is. Because, the first goal is its quality. That second goal, that angle, if you don't hit the ball in the right moment, if you don't hit the ball in that right sweet spot, because it's such a tough angle, and you've got to get it right because of the angle is so tight. So that finish is a damn good finish. That second goal. So, because for me, And here's the thing: it's the kind of goal and the kind of performance that just unlocks you. That just unlocks you. Now, let's just so RDS. Where are you at right now with your headspace right now, with what has happened to RDS?
I need a 5-page paragraph from RDS, starting with RDS.
RDS, where are you at right now? RDS, where you at right now? RDS.
I'll let him slide. J2S, I'll let him slide.
Are you gonna let me?
Speak
or what? So okay. So first of all, congratulations, Liverpool Football Club. You were there by far the better team. Way by far the better team. You destroyed us. You humiliated us. So clearly, obviously, you guys obviously will take momentum. You're back. You'll do your thing, and you'll go forward. So because your team is obviously infinitely superior to ours as of the result today. So United ultimately need to go back to the drawing board because this will be. This was probably been a massive psychological blow to the club. Clearly, there are a lot of players in this team that aren't as good as we thought they are. Casemiro, I won't say Casemiro, say Bruno, Shaw, Varane, De Gea, etc. So a lot of these clubs are not players are not where they should be.
But on that point, so why did you force me to put them in the combined 11? Or did this game expose them and expose your choices for the combined 11?
Yeah, expose them. I looked at the last 15 games and compared both teams. I think United's last loss. I think we lost to Arsenal, but and then the previous loss before that was against Villa. Liverpool wasn't only 2 weeks ago held 3 to Wolves at Molineux, and obviously they drew against Crystal Palace. So I thought it was reasonable to say that. Going into the game, the United players overall were in better form, but clearly this game, and in a sense, in a sick way, in a sense, it's a good thing because clearly there are a lot of players in this team because as I was telling Yassir before, that ability is one thing, having physicality is one thing, but football intelligence and mentality is actually a big part of football. We see this with, I'm not want to diss a PSG, but we see this with someone like Neymar, for example, PSG. No doubt his ability is amazing, is world class. When your mentality, isn't there, it can affect everything. And so clearly in this United squad, even though I think that there is ability in these players, for whatever reason, and scarily so, because a lot of these players are senior players, the mentality isn't there. So even a Grimsby Town or a Sunday League side would have fought it 3-0. Okay, it's not our day. Let's just kind of shut up shop, stay tight, be compact, defend, etc. But for some reason, even at 65, 70 minutes, they're still bombing forward. They're still going ahead. They're still trying to get a goal. And it's like, where was the intelligence? And then the mentality, I think, it epitomized when Shaw lazily ricocheted the ball off, was it Salah, or Firmino? I can't remember. And to get the goal, as if that was just unprofessional. So you have unprofessional players with a weak mentality. It doesn't matter how ability-wise. So I don't make any mistake that based on ability, that the combined 11, I stand by that. On ability, I stand by that going into the game. But what you can't account for is when you have players that have a weak mentality and a lack and football intelligence and unprofessionalism in a game is unacceptable. So as far as I'm concerned, the United players need to make sure they refund all the away fans that went there, that witnessed that game, because that was disgraceful. It was actually a shame that Varane, I think, was the only player to usher the other players to come and say and clap the away fans, because so that was bad. So at the end of the day,
sorry, but because again, because I was just talking to Nix, and Nix was saying that as 4-5-0, you've got to just accept that it's a bad day at the office. Shut up shop. So do you think the issue was at 4-5-0 when you know the game is lost and it's at Anfield, you were still stupidly trying to go forward, knowing that no, you're not going to win a game at 4-5-0 at Anfield. Take it as a way to make the subs shop and so forth. But the fact that they kept on opening up against Liverpool, who were determined to score as many. Because remember, I think the issue is the 5-0 Liverpool stepped the foot off the gas. I think based on how bad Liverpool's season is, how good United have been, Liverpool players, they wanted to make a statement based on just how bad the season has been from them and how much abuse they've taken from United fans. So this was more so than ever. At 4-0, you should up because these guys are going to keep on coming.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I've no doubt, and I kind of alluded it into my prediction, that even, I remember was in the preview, that even under Sir Alex Ferguson, I can't remember a time when even under Sir Alex Ferguson, we went to Anfield and slapped Liverpool. Like, it doesn't happen. Even when they had that brick manager, Roy Hodgson, it still didn't happen. So we were never going to go to Anfield and slap them. And to be honest, I wouldn't have been surprised if we lost at Anfield because, it happens. But you can't account for the mentality, the unprofessionalism. That's something that you can't account for. So I don't mind if we lost 2-0, 3-0, whatever, but we were professional, give it a go, etc. You take your happy days, whatever, you leave. It is what it is. It's not an embarrassment to lose at Anfield. What the disappointing thing in this game was the weak mentality, the unprofessionalism, as I think as Z-Man alluded to with Bruno, who and I remember cooking Messi for this in the 8-2 Bayern lubrication when I think he lost the ball against Alphonso Davies and they went to go and score the goal. And I was like, you're the captain, bro. Yeah. You can't just stop walking. You lost the ball. You need to run and back out. And Bruno did the same thing again today. He lost the ball. And he just stopped moving. He just didn't do anything. As the captain, you have to be the last person to give up. So the fact that if I'm hearing you want to be subbed or stuff like that, that's what I'm talking about. Mentality. I don't care what ability you have as a football player. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. You could be the best. It doesn't matter. If your mentality is weak when you're under pressure, like, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, actually, it's two questions. The first question is, since you named those players, especially because I watched the game, and I'm talking as a neutral, especially Anthony. Anthony broke down a lot of attacks. A lot of attacks. But the first question I wanted to ask you was, because the goal came close to halftime, the first goal.
Yes, yeah.
And then obviously Ten Hag had a word with the team and whatnot. And after the halftime talk, straight away the second goal came. I think about within the first 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So do you think that Ten Hag made a mistake for not actually going for plan B as soon as he saw the second goal was scored that quick after you just had a halftime talk?
Yes and no. So I think it's 50-50 because, again, I go back to the mentality situation in that, like, yes, there maybe Ten Hag could have mentioned, maybe could have say put Wan-Bissaka on, for example, Dallo, for example, or maybe could have taken Weghorst off earlier. Perhaps, possibly. I don't disagree there. But you can't coach, because we saw this under Oli, we saw this under Mourinho and other managers where you can't coach mentality. Like, being alert, being switched on is not something that comes from the manager. That's what you have to do as a player, as a professional. You're coming on to the second half. It's like, right, okay, we're 1-0 up. Let's just be switched on. Let's be aware of our men. Let's do this. That comes from the players. So you're 1-0 up. You know you need to be. You psychologically should know. Right, we need to not concede. We need to not concede. We need to not concede. Let's just keep it tight. You then concede the second goal. Now at that point, that probably was shattering for the players. So at that point, you're right. Probably Ten Hag should have probably made at least a change, and he didn't, because maybe he thought that they might do it by themselves and actually regroup. They clearly didn't, and so I think for that point of view, Ten Hag should take the responsibility. But I'm sorry, even if you factor that in, you still don't hold 7.
No, but I think it's almost a little bit simpler. 100%, Artist is fully right. Game management, mentality, reacting to situations, and also doing better with those opportunities that United had in the first half. But I think it's even simpler and gooder than Artist. I really believe that, remember, we're living in the world of social media. Everybody, rather than how it was in the 90s or in the 2000s, we can access what fans are saying and so forth. We are lots more connected right now than we were before. I believe it's a case of Liverpool players were a lot more up for this, and they were a lot
Yeah, they
more
wanted
charged
more.
up for this. Like
They wanted more. Yeah.
they wanted more because see,
Yeah.
it's funny. Before Gakpo scored that, I literally said that Liverpool have sort of controlled the ball, but United have actually had more
Better chances.
So, and before Gakpo scored, I said like I don't think they has actually had to make a save. But even if they make a save, Liverpool were actually forcing the issue a lot more. And I think for 15 minutes, United didn't get out of their own half about 15 minutes. But Liverpool just could not break down the defense. But I think when you look at that second half, you just saw that Liverpool wanted to prove a point. Because I think these players, they knew about United's form, what guys were saying about United, what guys were saying about Liverpool, and how people were expecting, this is when United really. So that charged them up. And I don't think United did not match the kind of energy, the intensity, and the wants that Liverpool had. Liverpool wanted it a lot more. And I think United were just maybe overrushed with just, man, how much Liverpool really wanted. Hence why you can't call this a season definer. We have to see the next game. I feel this still feels like it's a vacuum of no, Liverpool wanted to prove something in this game, specifically to United. So I don't know whether this will carry on into the next game, but I think this is a vacuum of like, no, we wanted to say that, you think we're finished? You think United are going to come here and slap us at Anfield? Oh, no. And I just think that
what I will say is as a small point, I think especially one of the differences I said to people in this game, because I rate this guy, is that I do think that the presence of Konate in that centre back on Van Dijk made a huge difference. Yeah. So because Konate, I would argue, when he's been fit anyway, over the last season, has actually been Liverpool's best centre back. I'd argue even over Van Dijk, because Van Dijk, not been Van Dijk's been garbage, but he's not reached the same levels as he was in peak kind of 18-19 kind of period.
Why didn't Sancho? Why wasn't Sancho used as a number 10?
That's what I was thinking. That's the reason why I asked the question, Adi, is because this gave us a glimpse of the same losses with Brentford and Brighton. Fair enough, you came up with a formation, and you realized that they scored at the wrong time, which was close to halftime. The morale might be a little bit down. Pinpoint the issues that you have as soon as the second goal was at least scored, before it gets crazy. You can see Anthony doesn't have no end product, and he kept on breaking down attack. You can see that Weghorst, despite of him coming even close to the midfield to break down attack and to break down Liverpool's attack, he wasn't doing anything in the final third. Garnacho was sitting down doing nothing in the benching as well. I think he brought him on 4-0 or was it 5-0 when he brought him on? So I was thinking fair enough, there's one thing with mentality, but at least even a formation change.
No, I still don't think because we was but Sancho could have sort of I think we're stretching because really and truly the first thing is that really and truly United's outside the starting 11 really and truly United don't really have anyone else impact wise aside from maybe Garnacho sometimes that can really change the game, and you saw that actually with the subs that United played. The other thing as well is that it is easy with hindsight to be like, well, maybe if Garnacho did this or Weghorst did that stuff, yeah, you're right. With hindsight, possibly maybe something would have happened. But I still think that fundamentally in this game, as HH rightly said, it was clear that Liverpool wanted it more. They were up for it more. That they wanted to go out and United more. And United, you can't coach being switched on. You can't coach some of those. 4 of those goals were just counter-attack goals.
No. Basically, they were FIFA glitch goals.
Yeah, we literally had 2 or 3 set pieces, a corner, whatever, and then it's now 4-on-3. That has nothing to do with formation. That has nothing to do with who's on the pitch. That has all to do with mentality. You can't be counter-attacked on your own set piece, or better yet, you've got 9 players in your box and you can't clear the ball. That has nothing to do with who's on the pitch, what your formation. All that has to do with is the mentality of the players. And you saw that with Bruno being just stopping and not walking.
Wait, hold on. So let me just so Jason, Jason, do you sort of agree with Ardes's notion that United, you were disappointed by United's application and specifically how they capitulated mentality and character-wise in that second half.
Yeah. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. I just finished booking my flights to Benfica and stuff, and all that. Going on a European tour now. So,
One good thing before J Twist goes. One thing I do get, which I'll give in terms of the tactical manager thing, is that it was absolutely criminal. And I think I saw in the chat that Ten Hag did not put Rashford on the left.
Yes,
like make him focus on the left. Because when he took Weghorst, especially when he took Weghorst, and it was like, you mean to tell me you want Rashford to go up as a number 9 against Van Dijk and Konate? That's not going to work. He's going to get pocketed. The fact that he didn't allow Rashford to go one. I still think Rashford could have cooked Trent going 1-on-1, but he didn't allow that to happen. And this obsession with playing Bruno on the right and coming in because at this point Bruno is not a winger and he's not a midfielder. He's not doing any of those roles well. So. But anyway, sorry. Go on,
Twist.
Yeah. Just the whole line, like the Anthony not tracking back was a major issue to that, because then you had Fred moving out of position, then Dalot moving out of position because there's an extra man to cover. Dalot was going against Gakpo and Robertson.
Yeah,
so it was always a 2v1 because Anthony was not tracking back at all. The main problem today was you got Bruno, who is your captain, who we've been hearing all these stories now about. He wanted to get subbed off, and from what I saw, he wanted to get sent off just to get off the pitch as well. So that just shows you, if he's your captain, and that's the mentality of those players. Once they go 2-3 goals down, and they're just done. That's it. That this game should never have gone maximum 4-0. That's like the max it should have ever got to. But 7, like we could see this 6 in half an hour. It's ridiculous. Like I'm just still like I've got like PTSD from it, like post-traumatic stress. Like I don't know what's going on, man. Like I can't remember the goals.
But that's what for me. I think this is why, because I think especially in the Premier League, that is such a rivalry-driven league with so many different rivalries and so forth, it's going to be a tough one for United fans. Because I think, look, despite this, it's been a damn good season for United. Based on how it started, it's been a damn good season. And it could still end up being a very good season for United in terms of it could still finish third. It could still finish with like 2 or even three trophies. But I think this was just like a knockback down. Hence, obviously, my honest feeling is I feel this is a vacuum. I don't feel this is now going to now derail United's season. I don't feel this is now going to now make Liverpool back and so forth. I still think there's still issues with Liverpool. And I still think that United are still going to go on and have a pretty decent season, finishing third. But I just feel that this is still a monumental result for the history of this rivalry, because people don't forget these kinds of games, specifically Liverpool fans or United fans. They never forget these kinds of, because that's what a rivalry is about. You don't forget moments like this. Barca fans are always going to clown Real Madrid fans for that 5-0. I mean, Zeman can speak to it of like,
bro. I go
6-2.
Like that.
Yeah, like I remember that 5-0 where Piqué put his hand up high like that and so forth. And I knew this is now going to be a seminal moment in this rivalry. And Barca fans will keep on going back. So, bro, you remember when we hit you for 5? Remember when we hit you for 5? So I mean, like, so Zeman, how significant do you think this result is actually going to be?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Liverpool fans will never let this down. It's just a fact of matter. And I feel like with this type of loss and the current performance of Manchester United compared to Liverpool recently, it's something that's just like it's gonna stick. It's gonna stick in the minds of Liverpool fans, and it's gonna be brought up every single time you guys throw jabs at each other back and forth. So in that term, I think it's gonna exist. But in terms of seasons and saying that, this game won't define a season, this game will be remembered the most, even with Man United's achievements. It's like that loss will be remembered the most, even if they end up winning trophies this season in particular. Because I feel like it's such a, it was those type of results that wasn't expected at all. And those tend to be remembered the most when it comes to, rival fans and even for Manchester United fans. But at the same time, I just say to myself, like, how bad we've talked about Man United's midfield a lot. In the
Hmm.
beginning of the season, we said their midfield is not good enough. We said their midfield has problems. They still need a couple of players, even if they bring in Casemiro. And this game really showed it. How are you letting Harvey Elliott, a guy who's an attacking midfielder winger, Henderson, who
It's supposed to be finished.
Liverpool fans want him out. Like they want him gone. They're tired of like, what would Hendo do? Comments from their assistant manager. And then you have Fabinho, who's apparently like 40 years old. So with all those, it's like that midfield shouldn't have done well. Like that midfield shouldn't have been as good as they were. And it's just a thing of like concentration and focus in your players. You got
It's because we gave them respect. That's the problem. That's one of the things I noticed at the beginning of the game is that for whatever reason, because even though Ten Hag said the stuff he said before the game, it didn't look that way when we started the game. Because we effectively, for the first 30 minutes of the game, basically gave Liverpool the ball. Like, okay, yeah, we played a bit better in the last 15, 10 minutes before the goal. But actually, unlike, say, Brighton and other players, and even Leeds, when they went to Anfield, and I think they beat them 3-0, I can't remember, they went at Liverpool. So they didn't give them respect. We actually allowed Liverpool to be like, oh, hey, yeah, we can play our game, we can settle. And obviously, when you have the fans and the fields building you up, that's going to hurt you. So I'm still surprised that despite what you've said, and you correct, Z-Man, why United, in quote, arguably having the better midfield, in quote, arguably having the better defense, in quote, arguably having the more informed forwards. And I say that, more informed forwards, let's be real, it's Rashford that's the informed forward, not Weghorst or freaking Anthony. It was just Rashford. But despite those players, like we gave Liverpool the respect. We gave them the ball and we said, okay, we'll just try and counterattack you when we have a chance. And we didn't actually take our advantage and press them and go at them and make them make mistakes and cause them problems. We allowed them to settle.
Which was what Real Madrid did. Real Madrid took the game to Liverpool.
Exactly.
We went at the wrong time because when we went 2-0, 3-0 down, then we started to attack them. And then that left exposed in the counter-attack. So we went at it completely the wrong way around. We should have done what we did against Arsenal in that first half, where we took the game to them.
Exactly.
We didn't do that. We just waited for them to come to us, counter-attack. And then once we had to go for it, left ourselves exposed, then the goals just kept coming in because they had 4 or 5 counter-attack goals. That's what they were.
Wait, let me quickly take some of this quick Dubinsky's man. So, Kwap, they really compared Lisandro to Araujo. Look, look. As I said again, Lisandro is still a quality defender.
He's still a World Cup winner, man. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, like what Salah did to him was unfortunate.
Well, it's crazy.
Zimmerman was wild, bro. It's fun. But it's fair. Inzaghi in 1.5 seasons has 3 trophies. Conte in 3 seasons with Inter had 1 trophy. I hope Arteta isn't a domestic mattress or we'll be seeing 10-2. No, look, I mean,
I can't wait to Arsenal in the UCL again.
Oh no! But he has an FA Cup though. He has an FA Cup though. Just 3. Seven Hag managed Man United's worst defeat since 1930.
Jesus.
And this is why I was asking that question, HH, because you guys said it's a mentality thing. You have ideas. So if it's a vacuum, and hopefully it is, if they cannot recover from this, how would the end of the season look like?
No, you see, my thing is, let's see what happens against, I think it's Betis. United are lucky. It's Betis, and then it's Southampton at home.
Yeah, thankfully we played pretty much all the in-quote big teams, for the rest of the season. So a lot of United's last games, aside from, Newcastle away will be tough, but I think that's the last in-quote top 6 or whatever sort of game left. So all the other games are mid-table or below mid-table. So you'd think that United should at least be able to win at least.
Yeah, no. Because see, my thing is, this is the kind of game that can make you second guess yourself. Because I can just imagine because you saw what Luke Shaw was doing. Luke Shaw was actually doing what I would be doing, where you could have started fouling guys, bro. Like that guy committed about 3 or 4 fouls at 6 or 7-0. So you could tell that guys were affected by this mentally. So my thing is, how are they going to be? What will their body language be against Betis and against Southampton? Because, bro, when you're a player and so forth, and you come, especially when you're a new player, if you're a United guy, you know that Arsenal, Liverpool, these are the games, and then you probably throw in Man City in there, but you know that City there, Arsenal, and it's Liverpool. For Chelsea, you know it's Tottenham, it's Arsenal. And then you can maybe say Brentford and Fulham because it's the West London thing. But you know that, bro, Arsenal, Tottenham, you know for Chelsea. But United, you know that the big games, basically the numero uno rivalry, the numero uno big game is Liverpool. It is what it is. Yes, City are just within the whole story. It's like for Chelsea, Arsenal is a much bigger deal than Chelsea, Fulham, or Chelsea, Brentford. You know, so for United, that Liverpool game is bigger than Man City. So they know that, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. And remember, that's why I use the whole of social media. Social media will let you know how much of a big deal this is, and so forth. So United fans right now be like, well, no, this is so the players will be aware of how much of a big deal this is to the fans.
I agree and disagree at the same time. You're right. Social media does make you forget, but at the same time, one of the positive things about society is that news is fast. So there's always going to be there's always going to be another story. There's always going to be another big thing. There's always going to be something else. So yes, people might bring it up and be like, oh yeah, remember so and so. No, but it's never going to be talked about or focused upon. I have no doubt that in a week or 2 weeks time, there's going to be another big thing that's going to happen that people are going to talk about. You know what I mean?
If PSG get knocked out, then that's the main thing. If Chelsea get knocked out, then Chelsea will.
No. Chelsea get knocked out. It'll just be expected. They'll be like, yeah.
Oh please, no. It'll be on CNN. It'll be on CNN and BBC, bro. It'll be on CNN, bro. Usually, underdog Liverpool are a scary team to play. Yeah, never count them out. Samasi, never count them out, man.
Saying they're going to go to the Bernabeu and do something. We saying that might.
The only thing is at least Real Madrid have Vinny, bro. That guy would destroy Trent. So that at least score one goal.
You see, my thing is, let's see what happens. But look,
they can't.
Here's my thing. Football is so mad because I remember before that corner taken quickly game, I was like, what, Barca going to lose 4-0? Give me a miracle at Camp Nou. When Cavani scored, this guy's going to score 3 goals in 160 minutes. So stranger things have happened, and Liverpool are the kind of team that can somehow miraculously get 4 goals at the Bernabeu. I don't know how, but bro, football is a crazy sport. But we'll see. We'll see when that happens, bro. Never did I once this season accept Lissandra and Varane are better than VVD or Konate. Just not today. You saw the difference in quality of 2 elite centre backs. Here's my thing. I still believe Martinez and Varane is a great partnership. These games happen. Like that game against Villa, when they lost 7-2 or something. Does that now make that Van Dijk is trash? No. You have this. I really believe that this was a game that Liverpool were like, no, we wanted to prove a point. And Liverpool played like the game of their lives. And they were truly out for 90 minutes to try to totally destroy United. So, and I think United just were not expecting the level of intensity Liverpool were playing with. So for tonight, it was a bad day in the office. Is this type of results that will convince Mount to join Liverpool? #Grom. Bro, I said he's on his way. He is on his way, bro. He is on his way. And here's the thing. Mount would do good for Liverpool.
He would.
I don't know. Smart people think that, I'm not doing this because I want to Mount's house. Mount's profile and so forth under Klopp. You see, I think Mount is a better version of Harvey Elliott. He's a better version. Mount can actually do more. Mount has more technical ability than Harvey Elliott does.
He does.
So, bro, 100% he will suit him for what he wants. Just 3. Aggregate in last EPL, Liverpool Man United 21-3. Let that sink in. Eesh, God damn. Marko Siklic. I actually don't know what is more impressive. Liverpool's utter destruction of Man United or John Jones beating down Cyril Gain. Oh yeah, because apparently it was a really quick beatdown. What a brilliant 24 hours in sports. Chelsea about to get spanked, for your information.
Nah, come on.
Well, look,
Chelsea will go.
Chelsea have a
chance. No, but
club in London going out already.
Guys, it's very simple. If Chelsea get destroyed, you're not going to see me. on
Hey,
Tuesday,
Jake,
bro.
can I
He was
speak on
on
this?
Tuesday. Actually, no, AK, I'll come to. Let me just keep this dozen. I'll come to AK. Zoting TV. When I said we played awful versus Newcastle, I was told it's a cup final. Blah 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 blah. Our possession football is awful. We're so wasteful in attack. Now, I am not going to backtrack. Mourinho said this: you don't play finals, you win finals. That's when you're in a final, it's about winning. All that matters is winning. So you don't think about the performance. Like, all that matters, because, oh, you guys play badly. Did you win? No. In a final, this is one game. All that matters in a final is you win. It's good. The strategy for a final is good. It's not possession. It's good. So, but as I said again, I was shocked. Like, my prediction was 1-1. And I thought it was okay. But I thought if let's say I had to pick a winner, I'll say maybe United can edge this. But I said, you know what? I'm going to respect Liverpool. It's Anfield 1-1. That's second half. I did not see that happening because first half was very close. First half, it was very even. Second, I do not know what happened in that second half, bro. I don't know what happened. Zoateng TV, man. We have won a lot of games since the World Cup, but we have been so bad. If Rashford didn't turn into a prime CR7, we would be struggling. Seven Hank was brought for his football, not to play a low possession counter-attacking football. He wanted Frank de Jong. He can get Frankie de Jong. This is his first season, and he realizes that if he tries to play his possession football, you will not win. The reason why United have been so good and we know why United have been winning so many games is because he's been able to actually adapt to the players he has. If he enforced his philosophy, United wouldn't win these games. Rashford would not be that good. So basically, you can't just say, oh, United have won these games because Ten Hag doesn't. He knows that I can't get all the players that I want. So I'm here to get results, and I have to now create a tactic to get the results that I needed. That's what managers do. You have to manage the situation.
People need to give. I mean, I agree that Ten Hag is a sort of fault here, but like when people suddenly forget like that this actually is his first season in the Premier League, that like you said, he's not been able to implement his style of play, stuff like that. It's like I almost feel like to a certain, because at the beginning before he came in, people said, "Oh, he's going to be a Dutch manager, Frank de Boer, how's he going to cope with the Premier League, etc., etc." And in a way, he's almost in quotes overachieved. So now we get results like this. People now say, "Oh, well, Ten Hag should have done this." So no, I'm saying you were saying this, Zotan, but I'm almost like thinking like people need to remember like we give the same. I mean, how many people in the British press are giving? I gave Potter, gave Lampard, gave all of these roadman managers time, even though they've been grossly underperforming. You know what I mean? And yet with Ten Hag, like this is his first season in the Premier League. Yes, he's managed bad results. But at the end of the day, at the very least, give him some time to actually implement the style of play that he wants to play, as opposed to just saying that, writing off the manager, being on this guy's a terrible manager, despite only having even managed in the Premier League before.
No, because look, this is a bad day for United and so forth. But at the end of the day, it is still a 38-game season, and the goal is to finish in the top 4. So unless this game doesn't now mean that United now failing the objective, their overall objective is to finish in the top 4. This is for banter and back and forth, but the ultimate objective is to get back in the UCL, which United, let's be real, should either finish third or worst case scenario 4th. Just 3. The captain screaming at Eric Ten Hag to be subbed, shocking. Look, bro, that's wild, bro. That's wild, man. Rodrigo. I found a loop in the Maradona narrative lives. The old Napoli went bankrupt in 2004, then came back as a new entity, Napoli Soccer. Maradona, the real goat. Yes. The goat lives, man. So this is the real Napoli. The goat lives, man. Yes, thank you, Rodrigo. Central Credits living up to the hype. Who is Central Credits?
Is he talking about Anthony?
Nah, he's talking about Nunes.
Oh,
it looks like Central seeing it.
Zotek TV, man. We need to have more control and possession. Why is Newcastle out-possessing us 46% in a final? It's not good enough. But wait, okay, what is this obsession with possession? Okay. No. What would you rather have? More possession and lose the game, less possession and win the game? Because
no, but
sorry, said what?
No, I think he's talking about a couple of their goals came from them attacking and then them losing the ball with dumb passes and Liverpool going on a break.
Yeah, but I was going to say, are we expecting him to play possession football with Bruno Fernandes and Fred?
And Fred?
Not going to happen.
No,
it's not going to happen.
And Weghorst, no, because see, my thing, that is why I have to credit what Ten Hag is doing, because you have to look at the players you have. and be like, okay, how can I win with the players I have? Not like, no, I have my philosophy and you guys must learn my philosophy. It's like, okay, these are what these guys, because when you're in training, you know people's strengths and their weaknesses. So you're like, okay, these guys are not going to be able to hold the ball like Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets are able to do. So the best thing I have to do is economic football. Use the ball and use it well. Use Rashford's speed and let us try and attack the space as quickly as possible. And that's how we're going to get results. If not, like, keep possession of the ball and so forth, you're not going to do that with Fred, Weghorst, and Bruno.
Let's keep it stacked. So I was just going to let's keep it stacked. I know I don't bring Chelsea in again, but like, do you honestly think that the way the Potter's playing, do you honestly believe that that's actually his style? Or do you think that unfortunately he's just not been able to actually, with the good quality players that he's had, he's actually been able to use them effectively. Clearly, I want to put Brighton. This is clearly the way Chelsea are playing is not how Potter wants them to play. That's not his philosophy. That's not how he wants it. It's not his. But at some point, you have to, as a manager, you've got to realize, right? Okay, I don't have control over some of the players. It is what it is. In order to get results, because it's a results games business, you got to be able to use what you have and deliver that effectively. Until there's a time where you can bring the players to come in.
But see, the key difference here is the way Potter is going. He felt there was no pressure to get results because he was assured by the board that this is a vibes season. With Ten Hag, he knows that it is Manchester United. This is a results business. So he knew from the get-go, I have to get results. Specifically with how people think that I'm a philosophy merchant, and specifically with the level of expectation of Man United and so forth, and the expectation of the fans, I know that I've got to come here and get results. So the kind of expectation of Ten Hag and Potter are different. So Potter is now in a situation that, now I've got to get results, but I wasn't told this when I was given by Clear Lake. So it's very different in what the approach is, because Potter's now, now I've got to get results. Before, Potter was like, this is vibes. Like, because this is like a 1-2 year process, so it doesn't matter what happens this season. It's just that he didn't think it would be this bad. Dual Inco. Mani fans still ridicule Arsenal fans with 8-2. This 7-0 against your fiercest enemies is much worse. The streets will never forget.
And you know what? Liverpool are worse than United. We was shit back then. Let's be real. In 2011, when they done that task, Man United was competing for leagues, bro. We was crap, bro. Liverpool,
if I'm honest, I forgot about the 8-2, man. If I'm honest, like it's one of those. I focus more on the having a Champions League over Arsenal more than that, man. That's more than anything, man. Like, you know, it comes to trophies.
Wait, hold on.
Arsenal 5-1 2 times.
Wait, was 8-2 when Wenger was like this, standing up?
No.
That was a 3-0. That was a 3-0.
Oh, that was a 3-0.
I like your name, bro.
If I'm honest, the greatest moment, people say 8-2. No. The greatest moment will always be, and HH will know because that's the age, will be that Giggs semi-final FA Cup. Nothing surpasses Giggs semi-final Arsenal FA Cup as part of that treble, with the way that he scored the individual goal.
And also Beckham missing the penalty as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. That game was the best. That game was definitely the best.
No, that would have worked.
Look at these old heads talking.
Hey.
Win a CR7, man. Come on. It was crazy because I was watching it with my brothers and so forth, and I don't think we ever saw like Giggs bare-chested, and I think everyone was like, "Bro, we never knew this guy was that hairy."
Yeah, exactly.
So guys were like, "What the hell?" So we're just remember how hairy he was and so forth.
I know, man. Dude, it was funny.
Look, guys, I've got to wake up for early tomorrow.
By the way, Giggs.
Oh, no, quality player. Look, I've got to wake up super early tomorrow, guys, because I've got to get an early wake up. So all I'm saying, though, is Tuesday.
Inshallah, Chelsea lose.
8-7. Thanks for that, bro. Guys, I'll see you, man. Peace out, Stitcher, and I'll see you Monday for the members hangout on Monday, guys. Peace out.